what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kareem with Brian the Grizzly. What's up, man?
Guys?
I think Brandman should be joining us shortly. Man, what a day, man. This whole week has just been
one thing after another.
One of those weeks, man. Yeah. I want it to be Friday already. Well, tomorrow, do you go see Creator or are you going tomorrow?
A Creator. Oh, so yeah. So
yeah,
I had the movie. I was there at the movies and had to leave because they're telling me about the house. So I had to come and start getting ready for all this stuff. So my house is going for sale. So I'm gonna have showings, guys. So I'm actually gonna pack up all this stuff, guys. All this stuff will be packed up until I have my new setup soon. We'll see. So I'm gonna go see the Creator probably when we're doing the showing on Saturday.
Yeah. We're going tomorrow, like at 6 or so, like after I get out of work. So I'm excited, man. I heard so many good things about this movie. Great things about this movie. But hey, we got a bunch of people in chat. Of course, we got Preston, coming in saying what's up, but he can't stay for too long. He said he watched the first episode of Gen V, and as a person who only on episode 3 of The Boys, I gotta say Gen V stands alone. And I completely forgot that Gen V
came out.
I think it was supposed to start tomorrow, but it came out early or something like that.
I thought it was supposed to start tonight.
Me too.
It started yesterday.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I knew the show was coming up. I just the release date just kept escaping me.
It was kind of like because we watched the trailer and stuff like that, and you just forget about it. And they really haven't hyped it up that much. So I'm hoping that the show kind of hyped itself up, but we'll see.
Well, they didn't have to hype up The Boys when it first came out either. So this is one of those. It's going to do its own thing, and all of a sudden we're gonna turn around and be like, "Wow, that was amazing!" So I'm totally excited. I'm ready to go jump right into it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Sure. I'm always game for more stuff in the universe of the Boys, and this all hopefully tide us over until while we wait for
something to hide us over till, because literally, what do we get next week?
Oh, I was like, what?
It's a Loki. I thought you were going to answer Loki.
Yeah. I was thinking like The Boys. I'm like, we're getting more boys already?
No, I was sitting here thinking about Chucky, dude.
Chucky. Yeah.
There's so much stuff coming out. Like every week, guys, during this fall season, is something else coming out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be eating good during the month of October.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Preston said he's going to see the Creator Sunday. Nice.
I'm going to go tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night too, yeah. Mama Bear, what's up?
Mama Bear, thanks for joining us.
We got Cleves in the house.
Cleves.
So we gotta keep watch burn, which we'll get going right now. Well, in a second, let me finish these comments. Well, Brian, if you're moving your Funkos, I may have to stop by and get some rent, which
I rent a Funko.
Rent a Funko. There you go. That's not bad.
I counted them. It was 218.
Wow. Holy crap, dude.
I was like, my wife told me I have 3 containers. I could put them in 3 containers. She was like, you need like 2 more.
Yeah.
It's just because you don't even see the stuff that I have down here. I have more.
Yeah. And they're kind of like packed in layers too.
Exactly. So like if you're looking at them, you'll be able to understand. But like I was talking to Tank about my Black Panther ones. I have 27 of the Black Panther ones. And like there's so many, all of them are different. I mean, I have a giant zombie Black Panther that's behind this picture of Chadwick Boseman. And no one else gets to see. So like it's so much stuff. I can't wait till I be able to spread it all out and everyone can see all of it. So
yeah,
as soon as we move, it's happening.
Nice. But now you can go through inventory list.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, and then Perp said Gen V, a hard pass for me. I've been catching up with Castlevania, though I'm trying to watch that spinoff.
That's
with it's a hard pass for you though. Yeah, Castlevania got that new one that it just came out.
It just came out. Yeah.
It came out. Really, you're not digging The Boys, or is it too much? It can't be too much gore for you.
I know, like Perp, really?
Yeah, I was gonna say it can't be too much. Not for you. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Gen V is crazy, but I'm sad Gen V episode 4 and Loki season 2 come out the same day.
I can be sad. It's just call off work. Don't go to school. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I gotta look up. Gen V gave us the first 3 episodes then?
I only know one drop. I didn't know.
I gotta look at it because he's saying Gen V's episode 4 comes out. So which kind of is crazy for us because like so next week is the last episode of Ahsoka, and then the beginning of Loki.
So the first 3 dropped. The
first 3 dropped. Damn.
Yeah.
You know, so we might have to wait to start talking about Gen V until the following week, just because I'm sure with Ahsoka ending and Loki starting, if one of them was like at least in the middle, then maybe. But and talking about the beginning of Gen V, that's a lot in one show. So.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ahsoka's gonna take all my stuff because I'm not talking about. I mean, I love Loki, I do, but what Filoni's doing? Thank you, Filoni.
I enjoyed the episode. I liked it. There's a lot of other people that didn't
it's
like
not
it.
6, but it's still good on its own 7. It's just that it's spoiled. Filoni is spoiling us. The biggest thing is it's the penultimate, thing we got, episode that we got, and the question is, can they stick the landing? Because they got so many loose threads.
That's exactly what I'm super, super afraid of, and I don't think we're gonna get any ending. I don't think we're getting any ending. It's just gonna be
them. I think we're gonna see Thrawn going away, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it soon.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about Ahsoka a little later. But yeah, I was watching what was I watching today? The John Campea show, and he said like Ahsoka sucks. He goes, F Ahsoka, it sucks. I was like, you lost your damn mind, man.
Yeah, there's sometimes someone, I don't know what to say about John Campea. Sometimes I'm just like, whatever, dude. Just whatever.
Yeah. I get that when it comes to Campea.
That's crazy. I mean, he loves like Andor. He thinks like it's like Oscar, or not Oscar, like award-winning kind of show. So there's that. All right, let me run through these real quick. Brian Mom just likes a car full of totes for his stuff.
Hey. Like for real, like
just
for my stuff. It's gonna take. And you know what? I'm very meticulous. The way everything has to be. Like everything has to be in exact rows and it has to be set like by like, so they play nicely. Like I'm a Toy Story person, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Toy Story, did you guys see that? I don't know how I missed it. Erica told me today. I forgot what game, but there's a game happening this Sunday that will be.
Oh yeah.
Turned in. Maybe we'll watch the trailer for that because that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But basically, it's going to be the actual game of Jacksonville and Baltimore, I believe it is. So, but it's going to be converted into CGI. That's going to be in Toy Story animation style, live, and it's going to be commentated by the Toy Story characters, and it's all going to happen in Andy's room. I was like, what? That sounds like the most. That sounds insane. Like it's an actual football game that, like,
they don't have to do anything, right? Because AI could probably do all of it.
I'm probably, but I mean, you just kind of set certain characters, and I guess you just kind of let it run, But that's the weirdest thing. It's like it's a live football game that you're going to be watching in like Toy Story animation live. Like it's
probably going to be like a 5-second delay. If you have AI, it could do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of I think it's gonna be more than a 5-second delay, but it's still technically, quote unquote live. But yeah, that's funny. That's crazy. We'll watch the trailer. Maybe if we got time, we'll watch the trailer for that, because that's as sports guys and movie guys, it's like let's combine the two. I was like, it's the weirdest thing ever. And we got Brandon Davis. What's up? I'm trying to finish up The Maid on Netflix. Then Murders in the Building. Then Loki, Terminalist, Moon Knight, and Captain Marvel. Man, that's a nice long list. Yeah. Loki season 1 or the new Loki?
Yeah, probably season 1. He's trying to catch up on all of it before
on all that stuff. I heard Murders in that Building or whatever that one's called is pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta start watching that.
And people are loving it. Or turn that off. Sorry.
I always have to determine if I'm going to if I'm gonna watch a new show. I have to be willing to not watch Supernatural or Star Trek reruns. It has to be that good for me to take another show up. If the first episode is not that good, then I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah,
that's how I go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brian got a Funko problem. Oh yeah, he does.
Oh no, it's not a problem. This is a solution.
It was like the Homer Simpson thing, beer, the problem and solution, or the solution to all. That's Brian with Funkos. Brian doesn't have a collection; he has a colony.
It's part of population now.
Yeah. It's Miss Marvel is whatever though. Man, Miss Marvel is good though, man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that show.
Or you said Miss Marvel, whatever it is. That one. Okay. Oh, said Captain Marvel. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I thought you meant like whatever. Like there's no big deal. But no, Miss Marvel was I had a lot of fun with that one.
It
wasn't the greatest.
When you're ranking it, it's still right in the middle.
That's for me, it's a little higher.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you're putting below it, like in front of it.
I think we do. I mean, well, Loki, WandaVision, those are still the two best ones. So I'll probably put Falcon Winter Soldier maybe right above it, just because. But that one also had a lot of issues.
I think What If is better too. And
yeah. But What If is kind of its own thing though?
But how many then shows are there really then? You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you really count, there's only like 7 or 8 shows. Yeah, so if I put it 4, it's at the middle.
Yeah, that's true. Even if it's at 3, it might still be middle-ish.
There's only 7 shows, guys. I mean, it's not that many.
Yeah. He has a population. That's hilarious.
I love that one.
I'm sure there's got to be a sign. He has a funky population. There's got to be a sign for that. I was never a fan of the boys like that.
I don't know, man. Even the comic books are pretty cool. If you really, I was going through my collection and I realized, oh man, I do have like 15 of the boys comic books. Didn't even know.
The boys is something else in the comic books. That is cool,
I'm almost inclined to say that I like the series a little more than I liked the comics.
Comics don't leave anything alone. Like it is just nuts.
It's they're very different, but they're both enjoyable though. I think they're
the same feeling, but the comics go a lot further.
Yeah, it's a lot more shock value in the comics.
And that's crazy talking about a Prime show that we saw. Some of the stuff was just you show that on TV.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got the View. Drew, what's up?
Hey, Drew.
What's up, Drew?
How's it going? I know he did his what did you do? Dang it. I know I commented on there. He did a review of like a movie. I'm having such a brain fart today, but yeah, go check out The View with Drew. Check out his channel. It's mental health to improve my mental health in Loki and Gen V.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you need to improve your mental health. You don't have to worry about it anymore. So yeah, there it is.
Yeah. What else we got? Rand said Secret Invasion of Ahsoka plus movies I have to watch. Yeah, that's a nice list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you will regret it though. I think they're all pretty fun enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Secret Invasion was a good ride until the end of the ride.
Ugh.
God, they fumbled the ball so badly.
I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, but I did. Yeah, I won't even bother. I don't want to spoil it for you, and it's not that big.
No, just leave it alone. Yeah.
Yep. Loki 2 is really should just be called the King Show.
I think a lot of the stuff's gonna be full of King. Like going forward, we're gonna see a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
The question is how many Kings? Because I can only see maybe a handful of Kings. I don't think they're going to overdo it.
Ones.
Yeah, I can see that too. 3. Like I think we're going to get the real kind of King, you know, kind of one, and then we're getting Victor. What's his name?
Timely.
timely as the one that was seen in the trailer, and then maybe like one more random.
I mean, you're gonna get what's his name? Ramatut. You're gonna get
You think we get Ramatut in the show?
I think you get Ramatut, yeah. When they had those three, they're talking along with the main king. We're gonna get those 4 throughout this entity. Like that's the reason that they're speaking.
Yeah, I can see that. Kind of prop them up a little bit. Benedict Cumberbatch has a new Netflix movie. I did not know that. I have to look that up.
Yeah, I think it's based on like a Roald Dahl novel or story or something like that. I might be wrong though. But yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch has a new one coming out.
I didn't know that. It better be a damn Sherlock movie because I'm itching for another one, man. He needs to make a season. Was that season 4? I believe it would be.
You don't have the time.
Sherlock. I know. Yeah. Those are so good. They're so good.
They really were.
Oh man, I usually don't like Sherlock stories because they're just so formula and kind of boring. But holy shit, man, I regret sitting on it like away from it for so long. Once I got into it, it was just like binged it. You know, like season 1, season 2, season 3, it was just like boom, boom, boom. It was like, oh, it's so good.
I'm trying to think what my favorite Sherlock stuff. It's probably because I'm a Trekkie. Probably the Data, Moriarty, that one for Star Trek. I probably like that one.
Yeah, I really like the Benedict Cumberbatch one. I think I probably like that one the most. Sherlock Holmes was never really anything that fell under my that kind of like landed on my radar until the Robert Downey Jr. movies, which I really liked.
Yeah, those are good too.
It's a different take, but no, I think the Cumberbatch one I liked, and I even liked that show Elementary with Johnny Lee Miller from Hackers, Lucy Liu playing Watson. I like that. That was a good take. I always like Johnny Lee Miller as an actor. I think he's very underrated. But yeah, I like that one too. But the Cumberbatch one is probably my favorite.
Yeah. The way it ended was just like you can't end it like that. I need more.
I need more, right?
Yeah.
You don't have time for that.
Yeah, you don't.
It's not happening.
And the Matt Film Show. What's up? You said, "What's up, guys?
Hey,
what do y'all think of John Cena, Viola Davis, and the DCU? I still find the James Gunn DC so confusing. If he's going to reboot everyone and keep and not keep favorites.
It's simple. If you're not his friend, you're out. That's it.
I mean, right now it's only
until he changes the decision because he always changes his mind. Because you know what? It's James Gunn.
Yeah. But we're gonna get into that a little bit because he did, come out with his statement. So, well, kind of a statement. Somebody asked him a question and he answered it, and I think it was probably for the best too. But yeah, we're gonna bring that up in probably a couple minutes. Said person says Thrones being crazy. I'm watching with Gen V, watching Get Out, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Perks of Being a Mayflower. Of a wallflower,
right?
Yeah. Those are good movies. Those are really good movies, man. Get Out, amazing. Everything Everywhere, amazing. Perks of Being a Wallflower is really good. So
yeah, Get Out was still like you just feel uneasy from beginning to end watching that movie.
I have so much to say, but I'm not going to say.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but it is good.
That's a real horror movie. That's all.
Yeah, so Loki season 2. I've seen season 1, but it's the best Marvel show. Okay, so he is caught up with Loki then. That's good. Yeah, for me, it is the best.
It's the best.
And there's people like it that don't like it at all. Like think it's stupid.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. So
yeah, and we got Derpy in the house. What's up, Derpy?
Thanks, bots.
Hey, Derpy.
Yeah. What I miss? And nothing yet. We haven't gotten into anything. It's kind of hanging out with you guys right now in chat. PlayStation is better. So you got a PlayStation down there next to him. We got to show that bad boy off.
I was just thinking that.
Mine right here, right?
Yeah.
that Mortal Kombat one is just tiding me over until Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man.
Exactly.
I can't wait.
Might
Wait,
even have to take off work that day for that.
I think there was a trailer that was in a different language. I don't even know what language it was in.
Yeah, it was in
and I
Spanish.
wind up was it Spanish? I wind up watching it like 3 times. I'm like,
Mhm.
God, it looks so good.
Yeah, I'm waiting hand and foot on this game.
Yeah. Why can't writers work OT and make stuff faster?
And that was the problem. Why that's why they want to strike right there.
Yeah, I know.
Because we all think the same exact thing.
Yeah. They said Jon Favreau spent 2 full years during COVID getting fat and then delivered the great Mando season 3.
Hey.
I think there
Kennedy, KK is what ruined season 3. Don't put that equal on him.
Yeah. Because you imagine like getting rid of a character, right, as part of your story, and then the person above you is like, you know what, that character is really popular, we're gonna bring him back, and you're like, I didn't plan for that. What? No. And they're like, yeah, So it's like,
they take you look at your script and they just kind of rip it up and say, figure it out.
Yeah. So we'll see. I still got faith in season 4. Season 3 it had what, like 2 solid episodes.
I mean, it was
at the
fine.
end, right at the end.
It didn't feel very Mando-like. So
not until the end. I think the end was good with the big battle, but whatever. I like My Hero Academia take on superhero story. It feels more unique. It really is. I need to get caught up with it. I think it's season 5.
It was always so good, though.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Good. I remember watching that like 2 years ago. I was talking to my friends, like, you watched it too? Yeah, we were all sitting there secretly watching it and not telling each other. And then we're like, oh man, this was season 3. We've been watching it all this time.
I know season 5 was out a while ago. I don't know if they've done a season 6 or not, but I think I stopped around season 3. So I might watch it again. Because it is really good. It is a really good show. I do enjoy it a lot. The KE show. Mom Bear said, what's your take on the live action One Piece, Perp? And then Big O, I loved it.
Yeah. Hey, you better loved
it. Man. So at first I'm like really upset. I was like, we only got, what was it, like 8 or 9 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
It
was hour-long episodes. How are you
hour-long episodes? But so many people were like, oh my God, they're taking like, because they took like 60-something episodes and crammed them down into those few. And after I'm up right now, I'm up to the point where they're about to get another crewmate. So I'm like in episode like 80 something, I think. I think I'm like at 81 right now. And I'm like, thank God, there is so much freaking filler. Holy shit.
That's what I say. You should watch the manga.
Man, I heard the manga is even crazier with the filler. Because I mean,
it follows the story a little bit more better.
What?
It goes a little faster.
But it's even longer. But with reading, you can kind of like quickly flip over some pages and get it. You're like, it's hard to. You really can't, double speed a show. It's just weird. with a comic or a manga, you can kind of like, all right, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. You can kind of flip through it a little quicker. But man, there is a lot of filler in that show. Like, there's a bunch of arcs that were just like, cool. We're saving a dragon.
Yeah.
We were saving a dragon, and now like we're doing this thing, and I was like, what the fuck? So but there are some really good parts that I can't wait to see in season 2. Like really, like Smoker was awesome. So
I'm new season of Bob Burger starts Sunday.
Ooh. I love.
That means Tank is one less thing for you to do now. You gotta quit something.
Yeah, I know, right, on Sunday. Yeah, Bob's Burgers. I might be able to watch it after Chaos Central. This Sunday. So yeah. Bob's Burger is awesome. It is one of my favorite cartoons. It'll be a busy month. Oh yeah. That's a review I trust, Perp.
He definitely knows.
Uh-huh. Yep. It's a Wes Anderson movie with Cumberbatch. Wes Anderson movie?
Uh-oh.
With Cumberbatch? Oh.
You guys let me know how it goes.
Because usually Wes Anderson movies are like,
yeah,
like
exactly. That's what I said. You guys let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Putin's guy said, I only like Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I hate everything else he does.
Really? I like Cumberbatch in a lot of different things.
Yeah, always liked him.
Yeah. I don't think what else he was in.
He was in the second Star Trek movie from Abrams.
He was great.
He
as
was
Khan.
great Khan.
He was great as Khan.
God.
He was really, really good as Khan.
The
Power of the Dog.
Game.
The Power of the Dog.
I didn't think I was gonna like The Power of the Dog. Just because I'm like, it looks like an artsy fartsy kind of weird kind of movie. And it was, but it was really good. And there was like shit happening that like I didn't expect to happen. And I was like, by the end of the movie, I was like, what just happened? It's like, like it was really good. I mean, Oscar movie, I guess maybe if because it is an artsy kind of fartsy movie, but he was great. The Grinch, that's definitely one of my favorite.
Was great.
Favorite
exactly.
Ones.
He was also one of the voices in the Madagascar Penguins movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's also not he's not afraid to like make cameos and kind of poke fun at him. So has anyone heard of this movie called Four Lions?
I was just looking at that. That's like 15 years ago, isn't it?
I want to say it was like 2012, I think.
It's like 2010.
2010? Okay.
2010. So that's 13 years ago. So right.
Hilarious movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Especially considering the story content.
Oh, really? I might have to check it out.
It's so funny. Very, very, very much a dark comedy.
I'm always down for those.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone ever seen the video of Benedict Cumberbatch trying to pronounce the word penguin?
I've heard about that.
No, in the Penguin movie.
Yeah, he can't say penguin. And
that's hilarious.
He narrated a documentary about penguins once. So I think people have to have been just doing this just to troll him at a certain point.
Yeah. Also, he did Smog. He was in the
Hobbit. Yeah, he sure was.
He was Smog. Watching the behind the scenes
Hobbit.
on that thing is crazy because he's getting into the character. I think they have him in like a green screen, like the suit thingy, and he's on the floor like walking like a dragon and doing that stupid head shit. I was like, oh man.
Hey, do what you gotta do, man. I don't hate the actor.
No, I think he's...
Oh yeah, I always been a fan of his. Star Trek and Sherlock really made me big fans of his, and I think it was because of Sherlock I was so overjoyed that he got the role of Doctor Strange. Like I thought that was absolutely perfect, and I originally at one point like he almost didn't get the role because of his Sherlock schedule, but Kevin Feige shifted the the shooting date and I think the release date of Doctor Strange to accommodate his Sherlock schedule so that he could because he wanted him that badly to play Doctor Strange. Which I thought was cool.
I read the whole series. The Cumberbatch one honors the stories while having a modern spin. I like
it. Yeah. Oh, Sherlock was. I loved it. James Gunn, I only want new young actors and people that are damaged to my heroes, and I mean young and hot.
and my friends. And my friends. If you're my friend, you're good.
I mean, it's only John Cena, I guess, who technically is his friend.
Yeah.
Because he only said the three.
He only said three, but he didn't limit it to those three, though.
No, he didn't.
No.
Trust me.
All of his friends are going to be there.
Yeah, Creature Commandos is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
At the park. Yeah, exactly. Meet me at the park.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. And it's a game cast all day.
Oh my god!
Was it the
Like a Gamecast.
Dreamcast or Gamecast? The
Yeah.
Gamecast. Which one was the
the
Gamecast?
Dreamcast. I remember that.
I remember Dreamcast. That
Yeah.
horrible controller. Okay.
Might be a Malibu's Most Wanted reference.
Oh, maybe. Ah, okay.
I see.
At least that's how I read it.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And what's up, Kyle?
Kyle,
What's going on?
what's up?
Kal-El, what's up?
And Perp, appreciate it. Hit that like button, guys. It helps us get some more people, some more viewers and stuff like that. So I appreciate you reminding people, man. Thank you. And said, yeah, I think catching up and there's really not much filter out of the episodes. There's about 100 episodes of filler in total. You can skip that stuff. Yeah, and I started looking. That's when I started looking up. I'm like, okay, what can I skip? And then they told me like, oh, you can skip from like episode 60 something to about like 80. I was like, damn, skip like all that. So, but yeah, I watched it. It was like, it was fun, but also it was like nothing happened. Legit. Like they saved the girl and then took her to the island and then saved the dragon. I was like, yeah.
You're like, and next episode.
I was like, come on, do something. Boon's Cat said, a white English dude, Khan is your defense. So Khan is a northern Indian. I mean, technically, Khan is an alien.
Yeah, I was like, he's not at all any of those things.
Yeah, also, I did enjoy that because he's saying because Khan is like a northern Indian. It's like
that's what it is.
A name, because I think Khan is
northern
like
Indian
descent, like
descent,
just Khan in general. That's funny. Oh man,
he said, and also because of the original series. So
yeah, is that was he in the original series? Except he looked northern Indian. Yeah, I was like, who played him in the movie?
In the original?
Yeah.
Ricardo Montalban?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
it's quite an interesting wig he had in that.
Yeah. That I always remember.
Very 80s hair metal.
The whole look was
I was like, he was Mexican. So like so it really doesn't matter.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
like he was the Mexican.
Yeah, but in the show, it was Khan. What is Noonien, whatever his name is.
Khan Noonien
Singh, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking of that video of Cumberbatch saying penguins.
I got it.
He cannot say it. He really can't.
Penguins.
Now you want me back. He goes, I hated Matthew McConaughey until Interstellar. But Matthew McConaughey he's another one of those guys that I don't like everything he does. He did a lot of rom-coms for a while. But he's one of those guys that
I was pretty indifferent to him until True Detective, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's done some good stuff.
He's done some good stuff.
What's the one when he's a lawyer? Is that the Lincoln Lawyer? What is it?
The Lincoln Lawyer, yeah.
Well, in Wolf of Wall Street, like he plays a small role in Wolf of Wall Street, but that's one of the most memorable parts of any movie is him talking to Leonardo DiCaprio about like all that. He goes,
the Lincoln Lawyer came out 2 years before that, and I remember 2011. I loved that movie. That so good. I mean, A Time to Kill.
Oh,
yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Can you imagine going from Lincoln Lawyer to like a Wall Street guy that's like telling like cocaine hookers?
Yeah.
You're just like, that is a big stretch of like, you're both in suits, but one you're a crazy man, and the other one you're like a respectable lawyer,
which is also crazy man. So hey.
Which also, yeah. But Wolf of Wall Street, I was trying to get. They just released a steel book for Wolf of Wall Street, so I might get that because I really do like that movie. And working in sales for a little while was like that's all everyone fucking referenced. like all the time. Especially when I was working in sales, like that was kind of like the movie that was out. So it was just like, yeah, God, it wouldn't be like a sales meeting without everyone going. It was like, fuck, it was so much. Oh man. James Gunn and doing nothing different than Tarantino and Scorsese. No one complains about them casting the same people. That is true.
Yeah. Tarantino does it. Scorsese does it. How many times has Tim Burton done it, you know?
How many times you got to say, I'm doing a reboot and then not reboot everybody? Just, I feel like he talks too much. That's all. That's all I say. Like, do everything you want to do. You've earned it. You've made great movies. You are a great director. I think you're going to do fine. Just do it. You can't tell us everything. He even basically said today, like, he was like, we're still a year and a half out, guys. I don't know why I have to give you any information.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah. But I think that's like the MCU. Well, we'll get it. Well, shit, we can get it. We get into it.
Let's hurry up and knock these out real quick.
Well, I'm trying to. I'll save some of the stuff that we talk about with that. But yeah, it did say it was a Malibu Most Wanted. Pure respect, Dreamcast. Yeah. It was great. That controller sucked, man. But it was the system itself was amazing.
I remember my friend got it. We were like, "Oh, that's so cool." Is anyone else gonna get a controller? No. So you're playing this by yourself. So we're not going to do that.
Yeah. And then figure drawing. What's up, man? It was legit. Gunn is a WB puppet. It's a joke. I feel bad for him, but he wanted the smoke. Yeah, kind of. And we got Terrence. What's up?
What's
hello,
up,
humans. Terrence can't stay, but I want to say hello. I'm not as present on panels, but Terrence is always around. Always. I appreciate
and that's perfect timing. I do want to say this. Juan's up with Dumbledore.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's so huge. I've been thinking about this all day. Like I was literally off the screen, just working on
your things.
Yeah. Man, I mean, but I honestly, I was sad when I heard about it. I was like, man, this really hit me hard. I was like, wow, I love Harry Potter way too much. It's just, it's a problem.
Yeah.
I want to look at my Funko Pop. I was like, oh, this is so sad.
Yeah, especially like he's the second Dumbledore, and both of them were amazing. They both brought their own thing, and they both did their own thing with it. And yeah, it sucked, man. I think from what I read, he had pneumonia, and he was at least able to pass away with all his family around him and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. But yeah, he was pretty old.
The best way. I think he was 84.
Yeah,
that'll be the way I want to go. I want
to go 82. Yeah,
82. Yeah. So pneumonia, man. That's rough. That's rough.
I feel like you're drowning. Yeah.
But yeah, man, with Dumbledore.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, man, that's something. Albus Percival, Wulfric, Brian Dumbledore.
Nice. Is it actually Brian?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's funny. But yeah, that's cool. But I mean, we still got Jude Law, I guess not anymore, right? Because they canceled that shit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. They don't count. He was okay, but as a young Dumbledore, I think they should go back and tackle some of those stories, but do it good. Do Dumbledore coming up.
I feel like cool. Dumbledore has to be he has to be old all the time. Like it just doesn't seem right if he's not old.
Yeah, he's that old. He's the wise old man.
Yeah, he was 162. Come on, that means 80 years later he's still old, right? He's the Morgan Freeman of Harry Potter.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. This never goes away.
His Dumbledore
is old. No matter what he is, he's old.
Yeah, and Gambon's Dumbledore at first kind of took a minute to kind of grow on me after Richard Harris passed away.
Yeah.
I thought in Goblet of Fire and kind of parts here and there of Order of the Phoenix, he was a little too aggressive for me.
Agreed.
like Dumbledore just shouldn't be that surly. But after
it was red ass. It was a red ass Dumbledore. It was weird, really weird.
Yeah, after I think around Half-Blood Prince, he kind of started growing on me a lot more in the role. Would have loved to see more of Richard Harris in the role because I thought he really kind of embodied the character as a whole. But
I thought he did it. He was good when there was very fleeing and free and young and everything. But as it got darker, I thought he did better.
Yeah.
And that's when I thought
Yeah.
we needed a darker, more different Dumbledore.
Yeah. And that's why it kind of worked out pretty well, because we did lose the original Dumbledore, but we got a new guy who was able to play a different version that fit the stories better.
Exactly.
Because that was right when it started getting a lot more traction, from more people besides just the fans, and they started getting into the darker stuff, the darker storylines. So, but that sucks, man. So now Hagrid's gone, Dumbledore's gone. Who's there? Somebody else, right? Could be wrong.
There's Snape.
Snape. Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, yeah.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like when we're like, that's how we're getting old now. It's like a movie that we grew up on and watched. Granted, I was a little bit older. It was like my college years.
When it first came out,
was it?
Dude, Daniel Radcliffe is like.
When did Harry Potter?
No,
come on.
We were definitely like maybe just in high school.
Yeah. Technically, yeah. 2001. Yeah, well,
if Daniel Radcliffe is 34 and we're 38, it can't be that bad.
See, so I really didn't start getting into it until number 4. Goblet of Fire. So 2005. So I never really cared about it until number 4, which is 2005, which was post high school for me. But technically, 2001 was the first one. That was high school. Number 2, 2002, I was in high school. Number 3, I had just graduated high school. So but Alan Rickman. That's who I was remembering. Yeah, but let's see. I'm gonna try to skip over some because now you guys are kind of talking to each other in there, which is cool. But Terrence did say perhaps one day I may be on your panel if you want me on. While I prefer one-on-one, I don't mind coming on panels.
Hey, no, we need to email Terrence about the list. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm hoping we can get it done because
it's gonna be hard, but we need to get started. That's the thing. But email Terrence, he'll jump on. We could do it.
Yeah. So, we might not be able to do what we wanted to do, but I don't know. Which means like tomorrow and Saturday we would have to and Sunday we have to record a lot,
right?
and then edit a lot. So,
just do it just like I did in February. I'm telling you, it's not that much editing. Just do it like the show because that's how we talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just it'll be in shorter spans.
Yeah.
Exactly. Shut up and do the universe. that is true. I agree with that one.
That's just what it is, man. Right now, because he's getting in trouble about that. So let's go ahead and talk about James Gunn, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, well, real quick, he goes, Dreamcast terrible controller. Yeah, N64 fans be quiet about having you've seen GameCube controller. Those are all horrible controllers.
Yep, but I love playing GoldenEye in it, so it's okay. I learned how to do it. I was like,
the N64 has to be the worst controller ever. Like, why do you need a third horn?
You use the claw.
Everyone held it different. I would always hold it like upside down and use the yellows to like move or to look, and then move with the middle stick, and I wouldn't even touch the D-pad. And it was
would hold it by the middle, and I'll have a little claw, and I'll
change it. The N64 was somebody was smoking some crack because I don't know. It was like, we're gonna give a third horn. I was like, I only have 2 hands. It's like, yeah. The GameCube wasn't as bad, but it was still bad.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah. The Dreamcast was a cool concept because it did have a screen on the controller, which I would say that is decades before that was even a thing people would think about.
It
But
always
but it only
too
gave
soon.
like such little nubs for like the horn, so it was always hard to hold. But it yeah, they were trying to pack too much tech in one little thing.
Yeah.
And the Professor Fan Film said, "I love GoldenEye and Mario 64.
Because it's the greatest.
NWO versus WCW, one of the best wrestling games ever. I would play the hell out of that.
GoldenEye is my favorite game.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I could still hear the music. Harry came out of my college years. Majority of them did. Simpsons, I remember the Tracy Ullman days. So yeah, 5th grade for me when Simpsons came out.
It's so weird for me, like even when we talk about Harry Potter, because I read the books. So the books came out so much earlier. So I was able to enjoy that and then still be in high school when I'm enjoying the movies as it came out. So I had a lot more, a better feeling towards it than a lot of others.
Yeah. I said,
I'm a reader.
All the names of Dumbledore for Brian to stumble on. This is
Wolfric. It is. Yeah.
The cats are gone. Yeah.
It was sad.
Yeah, it sucks. And we got Tony. What is up, Tony?
Spoiler Kang's doing the thing. Yep, you know it.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone being here, man.
Yeah,
that was something
absolutely.
I was thinking about today. And I'm like, we started off with like no one.
Yeah.
And then Derpy showed up, and then Derpy showed up, and then it just multiplied to that. So now we're like, usually we're somewhere around the 14 to 16 range.
On normal, yeah.
When people watch us, and then we get a bunch of other people afterward. But it's just like to the point like where we spend like almost an hour just hanging out with chat in the beginning, which is kind of crazy.
It's just fun because man,
I appreciate all you guys.
On this part time, it's just talking to you guys because everyone has so many good opinions, just really good thoughts, and I love reading the comments. Like throughout the day, I just open it up and just start reading comments because it's just so cool,
Yeah.
Even when they're like, "Oh, you're wrong," I'm like, I appreciate you still saying what your opinions are.
Yeah, like the Continental came out. It's doing okay for us in our reviews. I think it's got like 80 or so views, but it's got a lot of comments and a lot of people like are disagreeing with us, but at least they're being respectful, and that's all I really care about. I was like, you can have your opinion, I can have my opinion, we can discuss, which is fine. But as soon as you're like, you're stupid and you're stupid for thinking that, it's like that's not a criticism. That's just
I don't even mind that either, honestly. To me,
I don't mind that now anymore.
But when you're reviewing something, sometimes you have to review it as a whole, like as an episode, and then you go back and review the entire series.
Oh yeah,
so you're taking what I say about episode 1 for what I'm gonna say about the entire series. That's when my disconnect is.
Yeah.
So if I enjoy or don't enjoy episode 1 as much as I should, and then episode 2 is great, then I'm gonna say episode 2 is great, and then 3 was great. Then I'm gonna say this is a great series.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, things can stumble. They can stumble in the beginning or even maybe a little bit in the middle, but if it ends well, and the stumble was just nothing crazy, a little misstep right there, but it was still good. And that's why, with like the Continental was like, so many people was like, and one lady's like, I respect your opinion, but I disagree. I mean, cool, I think, and she said what she just, or I believe it's she, I'm sorry if it's not. But they're saying like, yeah, it was, this is why I like him, blah 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 blah. And then another person's like, kind of getting a little bit more aggressive, but then I came back, I'm like, yeah, I agree with you, but you're saying it's good because of these reasons, and I'm saying it's bad for the same reasons, about like it not connecting properly, because like they're kind of changing a character, but it doesn't mean that it's going to turn into the other character. But yeah, so like, yeah, whenever I have comments, I do like watching or reading comments too, going in, but some when they get a little too much, I'm like, I'm just gonna not respond to that.
Yep.
and not read that again. I learned that one. Oh, Jordan Love got picked off.
All right.
Watching the Packers Lions game
you,
for obvious reasons.
You're a little bit behind, but okay.
Yeah, I might be. I'm way behind. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that happened.
Yeah. I'm way behind. Oh yeah, they scored again. But never mind. Yeah, I was on Voldemort's side. I was cheering for him in the theater. Humans were looking at me, including my friends. Yeah, kill that brat.
Hey, I think I always say Thanos was right.
Yeah,
Thanos was right.
So does that make Voldemort right?
I mean, you just can't be killing kids, man. that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
So that's Stephen King.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so he said, since me and you guys have always been watching ever since. Yeah. Yeah, I think you came in. A lot of people from Plant Fanatics kind of group kind of found us, either through Twitter or us being in his chat. So
it's all chill.
A lot of it's chill. A lot of it's chill. Yeah. What's up? Jason said, "What's up, everybody?" You had a chance to watch The Creator. I know you guys said it on Monday. You will review it for it, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts.
I think we're all going to watch it.
This I am going tomorrow. I'm going to go a couple hours after work.
Same. I think I'm going to 6.
I have to pack up all this stuff, and then I have to go. I'll go on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going at I'm going at like 7:45 tomorrow. Come back here and do some adulting, clean up.
I might do a out of the theater reaction.
Mm-hmm. I might do the same.
Yeah. I mean, we can all do it. Obviously,
you guys know I want to do it. So
yeah. But usually I do it when I get home because I got to pick up the baby first, and then I'll do it. And then which is kind of cool because I like the raw one. Like Brian, you do it like as soon as you get into the car, like before you even leave it. So that's like super fresh. And then for like me, I even like Brandon, you were like walking out of the theater,
on the street. Man on the street. Tell you how it is.
Yeah. So we'll definitely do some of those with this one because I can't wait to see it. Yeah,
I'm hearing nothing but great things. It's awesome. And this was something that wasn't even anything that kind of popped up for me until just a few months ago.
Yeah. We watched that first trailer, and then we were just sitting there like, what is this?
Yeah.
After that first trailer.
I agree.
That and saw X to ring in the month of October, which I'm probably going to see probably go like early Sunday or something like that for that.
Yeah. I want to see it, so hopefully I get a chance to. We'll see. But it's cool to respectfully disagree. You learn things from different perspectives, and I like seeing things from other points of view because I might change my point of view. I might like, I didn't think about it like that. That makes sense.
I'm like Zach. I told you, me and him don't have the same opinions. We just don't, and I respect his opinion so much more because it's a well thought out opinion. But when it's the opinion, you can have different ones and both be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you think your opinion is the truth is the problem.
Yeah. And I think that's a big problem in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole nother conversation. I'm talking to the studio about a new film set in John Wick universe named Terrence. He's a close friend of John Wick, but stayed low key until he found out his boy died.
Oh man, so John Wick's like the dog.
It's like I was gonna say, it's like a revenge plot for a revenge plot for a revenge plot. It's like
you killed my boy. Now I must kill everybody.
Yeah. That's awesome. And that, you know what though? That's actually, I can see them doing something like that. It's like, you killed John Wick. I loved him like a brother. Who was it? Who was it? Was it Common? Yeah, Common was in there. I wanted now Common becomes the new lead because he's like,
I mean,
you killed him. I wanted to kill him.
Get a knife in the heart. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, never mind.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Did you guys ever watch Attack the Block with John Boyega? First time I ever saw him. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah, Attack the Block. That was a really good one.
I watched that. That was a long time ago, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a while ago. Yeah. Yeah. And we talked about Michael Gambon.
Gamba.
Yeah.
Michael Gambon.
Yeah. Betrayed Dumbledore. Yeah, he was number 2. Dumbledore number 2, and we lost him now too, which sucks.
Mhm.
But at least we got the movies. And it'll be interesting when they do the reboot show on who they go with the main 3 and Dumbledore. That's who I'm most interested in.
Everyone
wants to be Harry. Who the hell wants to be Harry Potter?
Oh, every English boy.
Yeah.
I have to follow that up. Have to follow up
someone who wants to be set for life financially.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's the same thing with Star Wars. I honestly believe like you do it wrong, they'll be talking about you forever. Like they will. Your life would not be the same.
Mm-hmm.
And just like Anakin being a little kitty, Anakin Skywalker, it's the same type of thing, man. I'm telling you, people are mean.
But that's different. That's
IT.
I appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you. And we'll get you on the show one
yeah, definitely.
For sure. But doing the young Anakin I think is different than recasting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think, it was
I don't know. Harry Potter is, I mean, when you say Harry Potter, do you think about the book or do you think about Daniel Radcliffe?
Oh yeah, Radcliffe. Because I mean, that's what
not just Radcliffe though, but he did it so well. And if he's not the same level of actor as Daniel Radcliffe, he's gonna be humiliated. Like I don't love it.
I don't mind it.
He'll feel better when he sees his bank account.
Mm-hmm. Money doesn't matter, mean everything, because.
And then I'm sure Daniel Radcliffe, even all the main 3, they're nice people in real life. Where if the new Ron, Hermione, and Harry were to reach out to them and like just like, hey, can we talk? If they want to do that, I'm sure that's something they would do.
I think it's different for them because the fame is one thing, but it's also the when you have a following that's that thick, that's strong, that believes this is how it has to happen, they could be mean. And when you're a little kid, that's a lot to have to put on. I don't know if I would want my kids dealing with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're also actors. What are they supposed to do? Say no?
Yes. You turn down things that
you're making a really bad case for recast T'Challa right now, right?
No, because I don't believe that. I don't think he did 8 movies. I don't think he did more. I mean, Chadwick did 1 hour and 15 minutes of screen time and an entire time, and Daniel Radcliffe did 25 years. Like,
yeah, but it's Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, where it's Chadwick. That's it. It's not Chadwick as Black Panther. It's Chadwick.
Yeah, but
that's the difference.
I think it's totally different. Like I feel like Daniel Radcliffe. I'm not saying don't recast. I'm saying it's hard. It'll be hard on a kid. I literally said because they're little.
See, but that's why I think
that's a problem.
Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and I can't remember Ron his real name. That's why I think they would Rupert. They would come in and kind of help with that, because especially they can give probably not advice to how to be Harry, but advice on how, like, hey, we got a lot of craziness happen when we were kids, so you can help guide them with that and help them.
Saying you're a terrible choice for this cast
at first. Before the first movie, they got a lot of hate. Not a lot, a decent amount.
They didn't, because they, only person that really got a little bit was Emma Watts, but everyone else was like, they're like, yeah, it's fine. But it wasn't huge. It wasn't like this huge follow, because the thing about this, there's a world in Universal Studios that's dedicated to, and I think that's kind of the thing. It's just, it's so big, it's so much out there. It's going to be very hard to follow that up. And I think that's why I'm saying the Star Wars, it's when it's that epic of a journey. When we're talking about, I mean, Harry Potter's 8 movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. And these little kids, it's not the kids' fault. It's not the writers' thing. It's the people that will be mean to them. And I don't think a little child should have to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, no person should have to deal with that because they portrayed something on screen and now they get hate. That's
Especially not
anybody,
a
especially
7-year-old
a kid.
boy.
Yeah.
That you're a
I
kid.
agree with that. Don't get me wrong, but I don't get me wrong either, where there's lines and lines and lines of kids with their parents wanting to be Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
I think any parent that really is not about the showbiz has to really think about that and like, do I really want that in my life? Or do I want that for my child? And he better be good, because you don't want that blowback. It's you say it and then you live it and then you realize how bad it could get so fast.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But as long as the story's good, which it should be, and then so it sounds like they're gonna put a shit ton of money into it. So I think it'll be all right.
Tony right here.
Yeah.
Some diehard Potter fans will give the new 3 actors a hard time even if they're good.
Yeah, that's the nature of the beast, unfortunately, especially when it comes to the toxic fandom.
But do you really want that for your 7-year-old? Like, it's such a hard age just being in school and having to deal with it. Now imagine dealing with billions of people.
Something to take into account before they take them to the audition.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like
they think about the money. They're not
exactly.
thinking about. They're not thinking about.
You're thinking as a parent. These people think as like, my kid's gonna be famous.
Yeah, and then that's why so many child actors had drug problems and have all these issues as they grow up. And that's why I'm saying that's not a thing. If especially you're someone who cares about the kids, that you don't necessarily want to jump into without really, weighing all the options, because that's tough.
Yeah. And also, like, the original cast, they were really well protected. Like the other actors around them and stuff, like
they insulated them. They kept everything on the outside, but they also weren't portraying something that was already portrayed. And that's the scary thing.
Yeah. But diehard Potter fans, it doesn't matter. They don't want this. They don't want it because they want to preserve the memory in their head. So it already don't matter.
I don't necessarily agree with that either.
There's a lot.
I just worry as a parent.
As a parent, forget it 100%. I mean, I'm not a big fan of child actors anyway. You get a lot of like Drew Barrymore's more than you get Daniel Radcliffe's. Because like luckily those 3 came out pretty good. They didn't have too many issues as adults.
Yeah, they most of them seem to turn out pretty much all right.
Yeah, because usually
there's some problems.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I think Emma Watson talked about some problems she had, especially being a young girl turning into a young teenager, turning into a young woman. So it's like that. She definitely got a lot of hate.
How about Rupert Grint? Yes, a lot of things he said.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like a lot of stuff that he has. Yeah. So I'm just saying.
See that? I didn't even know.
Same.
That's not fair. Drew's family was messed up. Yeah. It was a legacy family. So she was messed up from before she was even an actress. So that is true. That is true. Yeah. That's the parents protect their kids from that BS.
But you can't. It's hard for a billion people saying that stuff. How much can you really protect them?
Yeah. But on the flip side, what if they're great?
They'll always be said, you're good, but you're not Daniel Radcliffe.
They can say that about anybody who was going to replace Chadwick Boseman.
But he's a man. He's 7. You know, and if you want to ask me what I'm talking about Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah. But I mean, look at Ahmad Best, Kelly Marie Tran.
Yeah.
They had death threats.
They're adults. So did Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
And he was 6.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Yeah. But does that tell you, like, our society's fucked up?
Yeah, but because you have to guard your kids from society. That's what you do on a daily basis. I take my kids outside. I have to guard them from society because of who they
Again,
are.
you're thinking as a parent and not as a Hollywood parent.
The second word is still parent. Hollywood parent, non-Hollywood parent, British parent, still parent. And
different mindsets.
Think about it. It's tough.
I mean, you can say, "Hey, I'm a chef," and "Hey, I'm Gordon Ramsay chef." The second part is still technically right, but the difference between the two are very different. So, as a regular parent, as a parent who I don't say they don't care, but as a regular parent, you're gonna think about that more. As a Hollywood parent, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, we can figure it out." You kind of make excuses why you'll be okay with it in the end.
So tough.
But that's just in kid acting in general. That's not even this, which there's a good chance that's what's going to happen.
This is us saying in America. You understand? Everyone in Harry Potter was British. So it's a different world out there. So I mean, it's just I couldn't.
Yeah, the media in Britain is fucking crazy. So yeah, it's going to be probably worse than we can even think about how it would be in Britain. So I don't know. Commander 9, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but yet somehow the world. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, exactly. World. Yeah. It says, "I'm no Daniel Radcliffe. I'm much taller." Yeah. Same thing with Pattinson until everyone saw the Batman trailer.
But once again, you did Twilight. You're a man. You gotta deal with that. But
I'm sure he don't regret it either.
Right.
All those zeros on that paycheck, like Brandon.
As a man, he doesn't have to. He can deal with it.
Yeah.
When you're a child, and you can say, "Oh, it doesn't matter for a child." How many?
No, 100%
of all the child actors have those problems, and then you put it on that much more pressure on top of it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
When you really think about your children, your offspring, that's little you dealing with that. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm. No,
something to take into account before you take your kids to the audition.
No, but people don't do that, and the problem is you still have to deal with what the world is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You thought about it or not?
Yeah.
Thought you can handle it or not? You still got to deal with it, and it's not you that has to deal with it. It's your child.
Mm-hmm. I can see it now. You're good, but you're not better than Daniel. That's 100% how it would go down.
Tough.
Because even if he is better than Daniel, it's never gonna be compared because that's the first. That's the thing people remember the most.
Mm-hmm.
So, but also you can say about Dumbledore. When Dumbledore died, people said. No, I know, but I'm just saying, as a character actor, granted, what's his name that replaced him is a classic great actor in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
But people are always saying oh, you can't recast Dumbledore. No one else can play Dumbledore like that.
I don't care about. I really don't care about recasting any adult taking any position because this is their job. That's what they do. I don't care about adults doing whatever. It's children specifically dealing with that and that much pressure. And this is an iconic role. Mm-hmm. And being a little child, not even understanding what you're stepping into, because no child knows what they're stepping into.
Yeah, but like I said, you could say that for any child role, any role that.
But it's not the same. Child. So me portraying a new thing on Disney on new TV channel is not the same of me reprising a role that did 8 movies and did $16 billion worth of money. So it's different.
I mean, but look at Jake Lloyd, like you said. No one ever seen Anakin before. They only saw Darth Vader.
But
so it's a brand new character.
It's not brand new because you're still a legacy of that character. Yeah. You're the first child playing that character, but you're still that character. So it's still that much pressure being put on.
But no one's expecting
greatest villain
a 6-year-old. Yeah, but no one's expecting a 6-year-old to be in a Darth Vader mask. You know what I mean? It's a brand new thing that no one ever seen before.
And they hated him because of what he was, not because of what he did. It was because
No,
of the
they hit
character.
well both. I would say both
Yeah.
because the writing sucked. This is why the prequel sucked.
But that's the character. You know what I'm saying?
The character. No, the character. Yeah, 100%.
It's a child dealing with that character, and then the most iconic of all these characters, the greatest villain of all time, is Darth Vader. So playing a young him is a lot of pressure, especially for a child. And then was the greatest, basically, I guess, character period, child character period. Is there a bigger child character than Harry Potter? And the pressure you're going to put on that child. That's my point. Not, should be recast, or should kids, adults be able to do it, or anything like that. Children, that's tough. That's just tough. And I think that's a lot of reasons why a lot of older people end up playing child characters.
Oh yeah, like
especially that being recast and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And who cares? Because you're an adult. I care less.
Yeah. I was gonna pull it up, but yeah, that's not the list I was looking for. But yeah. I mean, that's yeah. I see Tom Holland playing Cedric Gregory.
Cedric Gregory, you said. I love it.
Yeah. Brian, what about the praises the child will get?
You must live in a different world than me. This world is not there to give you praise. They're there to tear you down. That's just the honest thing about it. When you see what happens.
Yeah. This is the mistake they made with Star Wars and Black Panther. They made the actor forever the character. Yeah. No, I mean,
I don't care about the character. I want you to recast the character. Understand my problem is the child, and what people will do to the child. Who cares about the character? Character, yeah, could live on as much as you want, but understand what you're going to do to the child. And I mean, as a parent, I just think about it that way. Always.
Yeah. I mean, I've always thought about this with like child actors. Like.
Besides Drew Barrymore, is there anyone who made it to adulthood that didn't like get totally destroyed?
I mean, Elijah Wood didn't turn out too bad.
Yeah. There's some.
They're few and far between all the other ones. We could go down the line about all the other ones that we had to,
But they are out there.
Yeah, they're out there, but it just.
But are you willing to gamble with your child? Like it's just we're opening something. I'm just saying, like there's I could think of 10 off the top of my head right now. I could think of like 60 that have had drug problems and end up as a problem, or had problems as they get older. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the list right now, like top. Shirley Temple, Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney's a child. Judy Foster. Oh, somebody else brought up Judy Foster.
So Jodie Foster.
Dakota Fanning. Number 6 is just the Harry Potter kids. It's just all of them.
But Rupert Grint went through. He had an alcohol problem. He became an alcoholic. Missed a lot of showing. Like things happened to them too. It's just like they just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, a lot of.
We saw Macaulay Culkin. What happened to him?
Yeah.
All the kids from Disney Channel. They weren't able to grow up. It
was Elijah Wood, Kristen Dunst. Yeah. Oh yeah, Brooke Shields was technically, I guess, right.
And how sexualized they become.
Yeah.
Like you really the sexualization of these kids. Like, and you lose your childhood. There's so much up there. So like when you're saying these things, you gotta really think about it.
Yeah.
And how many of them end up with problems, and they come back from it. So a lot of times they do come back from it. But
let's work. Lindsay Lohan, she was on that list.
Yeah, but Lindsay Lohan didn't have a problem.
No, she can't come back from it. It's a constant fight. You know what I mean? Like she had a big problem, then she came back from it. Physically and acting wise, but that was a constant problem because then I know she relapsed a couple times and stuff like that. So,
Hilary Duff is a great answer too.
Yeah, Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff is
Sean Astin.
Hey, Hillary Duff is fine too. So
Yeah, she is.
it's just,
Although they just canceled the How I Met Your Father.
they only kept it because of her. That was
It
the
got
only
2 seasons.
reason.
It got
two
one
seasons
season.
They're
More
like the
than
first season, like but she is fine. Let's try one more time.
Janet Jackson. Is she okay?
I mean, Janet Jackson's going through a lot of stuff too. And you
Yeah.
want to talk, do you want me to even talk about her brother? If you want to
Yeah.
put up Janet Jackson, you want me to talk about her brother? How you talk about he never had a childhood? Never.
Yeah. Jason said, "Do you guys think Timothée Chalamet will fit in the Harry Potter universe?" There you go. There's your new Dumbledore.
I was gonna say Snape.
Snape. That's more realistic. That's more good. Snape is interesting.
Yeah.
Make them all young.
Or you can play Snape in the flashback scenes when James Potter was just screwing with him mercilessly.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like James Potter, by the way.
James was a dick.
Hey, he was a dick too. He was a dick.
Yeah, he was a butthead.
He could be that. I think of it, James Potter, Timothy. So have James be Timothy.
No, his face isn't nearly smackable enough for James.
Adam Driver.
No, he is a living embodiment of Snape, but I just don't think we could get him. He is the living embodiment of him.
Yeah.
At this point, most of the budget would probably have to go to him. His hiring.
Just this driver.
Facts. Who the hell was How I Met Your Father?
We did the first season.
And guess what? And every episode was only looking for one reason. One.
Yeah. Alfonso Rubio. All right.
Yeah, but those are not the same quality stars. You guys are just bringing up people that they were there as a kid and then left for 20 years. They came back as an adult. Hey, they did it.
Oh no, he's saying Alonzo Rubio as Snape.
No, he's not saying that.
Oh no, that's what Brandon is, and then that's what Travis asked.
No, he's being another child actor because he was little Michael. When he was dancing, the Pepsi commercial and all that stuff. That's what he was talking about, and then comparing it to when he was on the Fresh Prince. Not that him as Snape. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chloe. What's her name?
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yes. The fact that you don't know her last name is my point, guys. We're not talking about the same level of stars.
I just said her last name.
I know she had like 3 names.
You did.
I know it was Chloe Grace, and I can't remember what her last name was. But
you're telling me that's on the same level, right? As Daniel Radcliffe. That's what I just said. But that's what you're saying. Telling me the same level as Daniel Radcliffe.
No, but no, you're talking about like children actors, like kind of
being able to stick children stars that don't have to deal with the fact that you become stars. You have what you're dealing with,
Yeah, I think Chloe's okay. She deserved a nomination for Kick-Ass. She was awesome in Kick-Ass.
She's awesome in the first one.
Tony said Hillary Duff is thicker than Steve Harvey's suit. That's thick.
Cold peanut butter.
Yeah. More cake than a bakery.
Oh my God.
What's up, Toxic? How you doing? Chloe has done more movies than Daniel.
I bet you two Daniel movie will make more than anything she's ever made. Ever.
That's the only Daniel's been doing some crazy shit though.
And it's good too.
Yeah, Dan Radcliffe got his Harry Potter money, and now he just does whatever he wants. He's just out there living his best life. I'm not even mad, even with the roles he selects. The man went from Harry Potter to Weird Al.
I love it. You guys are talking about like awesome. You're comparing them to Harry Potter. I'm like, they made $100 billion.
Yeah, Daniel became like a worldwide phenomenon. Like Chloe's great. Different. I think Chloe's a great actress.
But she's not ever on the level of Daniel Radcliffe. Like it's just they're not the same.
Yeah.
That's Macaulay. Macaulay Culkin is the only person you could say that's like on that level. Like Home Alone. That's what you were talking about. Like that level.
I put Macaulay Culkin at that level. Lindsay Lohan's probably at that level.
Britney Spears.
Yeah. The memes that come out of that Britney Spears shit that she was dancing with those knives.
Yep.
Like the memes. Oh man,
I think I saw the Halloween Michael Myers one.
did you? I didn't see that one. I saw the hibachi grill one.
That I didn't see.
You didn't see it? Where she's like with this, and then they cut to a guy, and he goes, "My onions are burning," and she's like dancing with the knife. Oh man! All right. We said, speaking of Daniel, have you seen his movie called Gunn and Kimbo? Yeah, I did. Crazy movie.
Yeah.
Also, Sabine, Natasha Lou Bernardo is on that show too. Oh, is that the chick who plays Sabine? Okay, yeah. That's I'm like, who? Yeah, was she in Guns Akimbo? I don't remember. I only seen that movie like once.
Guns Akimbo was great.
Justin Timberlake, Natalie Portman. She worked out. I'm freaking won an Oscar.
She's great, but I don't think she was a child star on the same level. Which I'm.
But the sexualization that she had got from.
She talked about that.
Oh, what's it called? When she was a kid.
Name of that.
With the experience
from what's that?
When she was like her first movie, when she was with the assassin guy.
Leon, the professional.
Yes, the professional. Thank you.
Yeah, and she was like a kid,
mm-hmm.
And well, also the movie kind of sexualized her as well, which is kind of fucked up. But yeah,
and that's. Did you really put Corey Feldman?
I know, like Corey.
We can do both Corys. That's a problem.
Yeah. Now we're just saying people might get out of Kurt Russell.
Okay.
They're
Googling who did something when they were a kid, and they're their stars.
All right, let's move on. So you just want to get into Ahsoka, and then we'll get into some of the trailers.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, we are damn hour and a half. Talking about half an hour about children actors. Well, one last one was what's her name who played in Game of Thrones? It was the little sister, the little Stark. I can't remember what her name is, but she had a lot of problems, like body issue problems, because she's like, yeah, like you became, an adult, you're at least a young adult in front of people, so you definitely got some issues.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to all the people from Saved by the Bell. We could do all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
I do. We should do Book of Clarence. I think because that trailer is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maisie Williams. That's her name. Yeah. Pretty much all of the Stranger Things cast, especially 11. Yeah.
Which is great. Which is a huge success. Still not Harry Potter.
No.
Huge success.
They had like 30. Have to cross 30 years old at least to say they made it. Well, not only made it, but like it made it in Hollywood
without
too.
The problems, like without all the issues that they come up with, and even when you talk about Ryan Gosling had all type of issues, growing up and going through school, and like all of them do. So that's why I don't know. Well, whatever. Let's just go to the next topic.
That's just holiday. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't do Hollywood stuff for my kid. I'm not.
I think about it all the time, man. Nope,
I mean, it's already bad enough for sports, man, because like sports athletes get used a lot.
Yep. No.
Did you see that documentary for that fake football school, the Bishop?
Oh yeah, I know.
They did a documentary on it. That dude is fucking crazy. Like he still thinks he did nothing wrong. He brags about it in that documentary. And
really,
oh my god, man! The whole by the end of it, you're just like, I just want to punch this motherfucker in his face. It's like you fucked up kids' lives, man.
That's what they're dealing with, and those are the type of people I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, yeah,
the Harry Potter movies, guys, before everyone says, made over $7.7 billion, and just box office sales, not movie sales, not DVDs, not 7.7 in the box office.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's before
that's not
MCU
movies
kind of thing.
That's when tickets were $6 a ticket. Like Come on.
I'm looking up that documentary real quick. It's called BS High. It's on HBO, or it was on HBO Max. That's where I saw it.
HBO original now. It's on Max.
Yeah, it's called BS High because it was Bishop Sycamore, but also BS.
Yeah,
so it worked out. Yeah, that was just like, whoo, man, that dude. He just sits there, and I'm sure you've seen like the memes of it, where he like talks about there's a lot of clips that were going around the internet. That dude talks like, man, that's just
like it's everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody else's fault.
Yeah, but also it's like he's like, hey, I'm just part of the system. I'm doing it too. Everyone else is making a buck, so I might as well make a buck. It was like, but you're doing it with like 14 to like 18-year-olds, man. It's like,
that's what all AAU is.
Yeah.
The whole AAU circuit is about making money off these kids.
Fresh Prince or Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Bel Air talks about that a little bit, too.
I have a lot of cousins that are like between 6'5" and 6'10" that have all dealt with it.
Yeah. So, and that's just sports. You're talking about like,
I'm not talking about
compared to
exactly
to
the
like
billions that they're talking about
movies.
making. Movies.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's rough, man. All right. What's your thoughts on Rachel Zegler and what she said about Snow White? I think we have a video that came out about that.
Well, we talked about this in the past.
We did talk about that.
Yeah, just to kind of compress it, just to answer your question, I think she probably alienated, well, not even probably, definitely kind of alienated a lot of the target demographic that they want to pay for their movie. I think she kind of put her foot in her mouth a little bit. I'm not really too invested in a Snow White movie just because I'm just really disillusioned with these live action Disney remakes, so I'm not really expecting much out of it, especially with some of the changes they made to like the Seven Dwarves and kind of reducing the huntsman or the princess, whatever it was in Snow White. They say it's not going to be a love story, that sort of thing. But I think Rachel Zegler specifically may have kind of sabotage the movie and potentially risks dive bombing her own career with a lot of stuff that she said, because it just comes off as really kind of I think the word, based on what I've seen, it comes off kind of smug and condescending. But she's what, she's a kid, she's 22, so she's I don't want, I hope it's not I hope it's something that she learns from over the course of her career, and but it probably wasn't the smartest thing for the financial success of the movie to be saying. But
yeah. So if you don't like some remake with a person that bugs you, don't watch it.
I agree.
I usually don't.
Yeah, but that's also not how the world usually works.
Yeah,
I don't mind anything. I think people just take it too seriously, and it's I think it's the reaction to the stuff that's a problem.
Yeah,
reaction. And
to be honest, I'm not terribly invested in Snow White because really I was never a big Snow White fan. It just was never really my cup of tea. So I'm not really bothered either way, to be completely honest. But yeah, if you want these people to pay for your movie, you kind of have to say the right things. And it just kind of seemed like
a kids movie, quote unquote, a kids movie.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered by whatever changes they make, or by people saying, oh, they're going woke with it, or whatever they say. I'm just I'm probably not even going to see it in the theater, to be honest. I'll probably wait for it on Disney Plus one day when there's nothing else to watch. I can't decide on anything else. But yeah, might have kind of shot herself in the foot there.
Yeah. Yeah. He said the random person on the street could care less about what celebrities say. True. And I would say the only reason why they know is because of the reactions. It's the reaction stuff.
It's also the media. I mean, how things in social media, and you hear about it, and you could be more connected to people, and you hold everything they say as fact, and you're gonna hold them accountable, especially when they're so young. It's so hard. It's hard growing up during this day and age. It's it is what it is. So
yeah, talking about kid actors, but yeah, she's a not technically a kid, but in the eyes of like older people, she's still a kid.
we could call her a kid. You know,
22.
She's like 22.
Yeah.
So
she's not a physical kid anymore, but she's still got a lot to learn and stuff like that. And she's fairly new in the Hollywood realm, I believe. I could be wrong, but I thought, at least for me, she's just kind of popped up in Hollywood. But
yeah, she was in what else? Like West Side Story, and then I know she's going to be in the Hungry Shazam.
That's all I know she was in. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, yeah, that's the thing is like for us, it's like if we don't like it, then we're not going to watch it, which means we're not going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like stuff. If we do watch, it's because we expected to like it and we didn't like it. But for the most part, if there's something that just doesn't interest any of us, we're not going to bring it up on the show and really talk about it, unless like there's like something else that's going on around it as well.
There's a story around it.
Yeah. But otherwise, like if it's a movie like none of us want to watch, or if one of us just want to watch, then we might just do a solo review, which we don't do too often. But yeah, and that's kind of the thing is like, we don't want to hate on something, but we're going to give our opinion. If something wasn't good, then we'll say it wasn't good, but we didn't go in expecting to hate it. But then the problem is like I said, the reactions, people come in and like, oh, this sucks and it's going to suck and blah, blah, blah. This is why it sucks. And
everyone wants to milk it for everything it has.
Yeah, they're going to make 50 freaking videos a week about why, it sucks.
Why you should hate on this person because they don't have the same opinion as you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you said, I just won't watch it. It's like and Brand said, I really didn't care to see it in the first place.
Yeah.
Before I knew anything.
They want to go see it, we'll do it.
I mean, yeah, you got little girls, so
yeah, I'm not nearly invested enough in Snow White to get to be too outraged about it.
Yeah. It's like yeah. If it ends up being good, it's going to be a guaranteed flop.
I'm more weirded out by them changing the seven dwarfs to seven magical beings. I think the seven
magical. What you said, Portland men.
they look like Portland hipsters. This is Snow White and the seven Portland hipsters. I saw the picture. I felt like they were going to tell me all about their IPA they just brewed.
Whatever. You were drunk on IPA like just last week, so whatever.
I was. But yeah.
Yeah. See, well, even the Little Mermaid was getting a ton of hate before and after.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was fun.
It was good. Brandon big mad.
But I liked it. My girlfriend really liked it. I think most little kids enjoyed it, which is who it's made for. There you go. That's Brian's copy. He had to buy a whole separate copy for his girls.
You're talking about it's upstairs in every DVD right now.
Yeah. You buy 2 backup copies just when that one gets worn out.
And then we got Disney Plus just in case.
Nice.
Yeah.
The movie scared her as a child. I don't even like that's funny what Snow White scared her. Yeah.
Not gonna say nothing about that.
Yeah. That's so Disney. Like Robin Hood, how many times? Yeah, they're always gonna keep making it. As Alice in Wonderland, I think is great too. The first one. They did live action?
Yeah, the Tim Burton one.
Oh yeah.
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 Well, that's how memorable it was, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a shame because she's very good. She's awesome in West Side Story. She
I like her in West Side Story.
Yeah.
I like her in the stuff I've seen her in.
I'll watch it to review it. Yeah.
Mhm.
But even then, if it's not good, if it just looks bad,
I'll let them watch
I
it.
was just if you want guys want to review it, but
Go ahead.
I'm waiting on the movie Snow White. Movie Insider, find out what movies are coming out each month. Started doing that this year. We do it every so often, but
Yeah,
that's
I
not
mostly
something we do.
I look at AMC and just watch. If I'm interested in it, I'm sure you guys would be interested in it.
Mhm.
Yeah. 7 Little Fellows. They're not even calling it that. I think isn't it just Snow White and the 7?
I think it's just called Snow. I think the movie's just going to be called Snow White.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I said also a lot of the rage is probably 100% fake. Hate for clicks. Oh yeah. If the reactions truly care. Yeah.
Oh, none of these people had Snow White on their mind until this came to light.
Yeah. Because that's what gets clicks. Rage and the hate gets clicks and gets views. So you're gonna keep doing it, and you're gonna milk it dry until there's something else you can hate on, and then you're gonna milk that dry.
Mhm.
So, which is, I don't know. Maybe we'll never get famous for that, because if we just like,
I'm up for it.
Yeah, I don't like it, so why am I gonna spend my time caring about something I don't like?
Yeah,
you know
that's got to be exhausting. Just
yeah. Lion King suck. The live action. I'd rather watch 7 dwarfs snort some Snow White up their nose. That's a whole nother movie, man.
Mhm. Just watch the video. Just watch the video for the song "Sunny" by Rammstein. It's kind of the closest thing.
I know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say that's a Tarantino movie right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tox says, is that a Blu-ray, DVD, or 4K?
Yes.
Buy the combo.
Always.
Yeah.
If you don't get one, might as well get them all. Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code.
Yep.
Always get 4K.
I'm not watching that damn Little Mermaid. It was good, man.
No, it's funny, Brick B. You say that now, and as soon as your daughter says it's time to watch it, you be like, all right, sitting there with the flippers on.
Well, I know I'm the odd man out. I didn't much care for it. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was very stiff.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you don't watch it, you're not missing a whole lot.
Yeah, the Blood and Honey thing. So, I mean, that's why I didn't watch the Blood and Honey, because I'm like, look, if I heard good things, I might have watched it, but I thought it was going to be bad, and I was right.
Yeah,
so
it's like when you're right, you just be right.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Is anybody else intrigued by the Mufasa Lion King prequel?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
The Lion King remake, I didn't much care for. I feel like this is going to be more of the same.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on this review.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Let's move on, right?
Yeah. All right. Where we at? All right. Let's talk Ahsoka. All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is King Kramer with Brainman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to talk about Ahsoka, episode 7, second to last episode. Right off the bat, what you guys think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Brandon, what you think?
It definitely kept my attention. Action from beginning to end. I feel like you have to have it's mandatory to have an episode like that. I very much liked it in that regard. Action sequences I thought were pretty much on point and that sort of thing. So I think that's kind of necessary as you get closer and closer to the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. Not necessarily my favorite episode so far, but I had a fun time watching it.
Okay. It was like 45 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Brian?
As a whole, it's not one of my favorite episodes, but it has some banger moments. Like some of these moments are like right home about like the moment with Ahsoka and Anakin, and not having she's like, I have like 23 of these messages from him. Her finally being a little bit more fun, less serious because she got that off her chest. That, it seems like she's reconciled the person who was her master, along with, who she loved, along with him being Anakin and also being Darth Vader, but understanding he's still a good master. And she even said it, he's a good master. Like, there's so many parts of this episode that are just so fun to watch. When you have Balin is one of my favorite characters, and when Ahsoka jumped out the damn ship and slid around and with her double lightsaber is ready to fight Balin, and then that whole thing was so very cool.
Yeah.
There's Thrawn was a little bit underwhelming, but overall, this was fine. I think Ezra was a little weird, but he was exactly how Ezra really is.
Yeah. So you didn't like his space karate?
Yeah. It wasn't even good karate. It was just force pushing.
Yeah.
It wasn't space karate. She went up and put back down, none of the other stuff.
He was doing his little Hadoukens in there. Like,
but the thing with Balin and Shin, like there's parts of this episode that any other show would be epic, but because it's coming after 4, 5, and 6, we're like, it was good. It's just but it's because of where it landed. But the things that happened in the show was really, really cool, really great. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think this episode really has me more intrigued with what's going on with Balin. I'm so much more invested in that story right now because I'm so curious that I really don't give a shit about Thrawn.
Dude, he just left. He left Shin. Said our paths are no longer intertwined. I'm gonna go do something else. That was so cool.
That was really cool because it's like, because they still haven't said what their relationship is, and I wonder if they are gonna say it. But just as an apprentice and master relationship, he's just like, peace out. You gotta go do that, but I gotta go do this. I'll see you later. It's like, damn, that's it. It's like, what? And she looked at him. She's like, that's it. like, and it was really interesting. I mean, he gave her some good advice, some really good advice, actually. But yeah, I'm just so more interested in his story than where Thrawn and the whole Ezra thing, where like the mission at the beginning of the series was, we got to keep Thrawn from coming back, but we got to go find Ezra, which those two are linked. Now we're there, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm more worried about what's going on with the Force part of all of this stuff. Not the political intrigue with Thrawn and
I feel like I always felt like they were more. I mean, they were the destination, but the story was still about Ahsoka, and that's why I'm enjoying Ahsoka's story and what's actually happening with her. But I will say, at the beginning of the episode, the political stuff was pretty cool.
That was good.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Even C-3PO,
was great.
The whole thing, the way it happened, in the how Leia just kind of shut him up. It would be even cooler if they had a Leia type of thing that she came in and did it. Yeah,
that I was kind of hoping that, but I didn't mind C-3PO, but I would have preferred like a deep fake. But I get it, it's probably cheaper to do a guy in a metal suit than spending all that CGI money, which is fine. I'm okay with it. At least they and then she they gave her title. She's like the Chancellor of Defense or whatever the hell, so she's doing that kind of thing.
And they're like, if you got some problems, come see me.
Yeah, she's still a badass in through the droid. She's like,
it was gangster. I've never seen someone be that gangster through a droid. Like, you got problems? You know where I live.
Yeah,
pull up.
Yeah,
pull up.
And it was like how. So we're working with that scene. I was so pissed off. I was like, so is no one on this council gonna tell this dude to shut the F up? Because he's over here. None of y'all or do you all just are cool with him and agree with him? Because he was just saying some stupid ass stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, oh, we didn't give you permission. He goes, you I forgot he said something, and then Hera turned back. She goes, no, just you. He goes,
So you wanted to fire all of us?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, just you.
Just
stupid ass motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's why I was like, so none, even like who's that? Mon Mothma's up there, just kind of like sitting there, like, oh, I don't know what to say. It was like, you're the person in charge. Tell him shut the F up. I was like, stop, because he just kept going. Even when C-3PO presented this new evidence or whatever, he goes, oh, we can't accept this new evidence. Why?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you accept the new evidence that was saying what is, you're saying, show us evidence. Oh, here's new evidence. No. It was like, it's stupid.
And then C-3PO said, like, yeah, if anyone, and once again, he said, if anyone wants to doubt this or want to come talk to me or want to talk about my defense, come see me. Let's go. Oh,
Yeah.
I just thought that it was cool. Yeah. And everyone looked at each other like, all right, that's good enough for me. And everyone was going. That was it.
Yeah.
And Harold's like, yeah.
What would have been really cool is instead of C-3PO or even not a
deepfake,
have R2-D2 come out and shoot the little video,
a video,
and that's a throwback to the old school stuff. That would have been cool, but I think R2-D2 is like with like Luke or something.
Yeah, right now he should be with Luke.
Yeah. So but that would have been pretty awesome. But my favorite part of that whole scene was Chopper. Because he's like, oh, we're really gonna listen to a droid, and then Chopper's like you can, is it just me? Yeah, can you understand what he's saying? Because like I heard exactly what he said. Like, he goes, what the motherfucker say?
Right?
Even the dude was like, calm down, man, calm down. Like, hold me back. It's like Chopper's the best, and I'm so glad they didn't mess that character up. I want more of them, but I'm glad we get the little bit of his, because it is a droid. I get it, but it's still one of the coolest droids we've ever got from Star Wars. At least in TV shows and stuff like that. So yeah, Chopper was awesome. He's just like a smart ass, like back talking droid. So that I did enjoy that.
What are the parts of this thing that you didn't like?
I'll let Brandon go.
I think that I know I've mentioned a lot of the action, how it worked for me. I think since we're nearing the end of the show, I think some of it kind of felt obligatory. And it kind of gets, I think I kind of felt similar about like the last couple episodes of shows like The Mandalorian, and even to an extent, I think that if I remember correctly, there were towards the end of Andor, they even tried to kind of like hold your attention with putting more action in it. So it just kind of seemed kind of obligatory. I may be remembering Andor wrong, because I was pretty much like a one and done with that, but
half asleep.
Yeah.
There was more action in Andor, really?
Something happened.
And then some of the action sequences, I liked. Some of them didn't quite land for me, as say, like several episodes ago, where I was just like really hooked. Sabine still as a character is not doing a whole lot for me.
Yeah.
I think she has a great look, but it kind of feels like every scene she's in kind of drags the show down.
Yeah. She's so stupid. She's so makes stupid decisions. That's not that she is stupid. It's like she's making stupid decisions, and you're just like, oh, what are you gonna say now? Like you said, and you're like, you're gonna do something stupid, and everyone's effed because of it.
Yeah,
which drags the show down.
Yeah.
All right.
What's you got? That it?
Is that
that's what I got for now.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta say, Thrawn is not doing it for me.
Yeah.
Nothing about him is this grand schemer, grand plan. Like, I understand. So his plan was to like Chopper is a G. Yeah. I understand Thrawn is like supposed to be like this unbelievable like strategic genius, whatever. But his strategy is stupid right now. Unless it's something we don't know. Like he said, he got all this. It was weird because he's like, give me all the information on Ahsoka. And then he got all the information on Ahsoka, and he found out who her master was, and he was like, oh, well, she gonna be a problem then. Like he didn't try to like, I'm not gonna attack her again at all. She's just gonna be a problem. And I thought that was very strange that came up exactly like that. It almost seemed like Thrawn was afraid. And then his whole plan is just, we're just going to leave. That was it. Not this grand scheme about how he's going to kill these people. He doesn't care. He's just going to leave. And I thought that was kind of a waste. We're wasting Thrawn right now. So that was something I didn't like. And then Ezra, who seems to be like, I'm in a rush, but I'm not going to rush you for telling me what the hell was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I need to know what's going on. Let's get out of here. But I'm not going to rush you to tell me what the hell's happening, how we're going to get out of here, how'd you get here? Oh, you thought she was dead? I had no clue. Because you don't fucking ask any questions. Ezra, you're annoying me. And Sabine's annoying me too, because she makes stupid decisions. Like, they're as a couple, as together, they're annoying the hell out of me right now.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense, because he was annoying in the show.
He's acting exactly like Rebel, but Sabine was not supposed to be this way, and they're just ruining it. I don't understand why. But I thought it was very cool the way Ahsoka came out, but like I thought she was going to do more with Shin, but that's literally my only complaint. Those things. I don't have huge complaints about everything. Those things are bothering me though.
Mm-hmm. So I know. So real quick, Toxic, does Ezra look like? Does look accurate to Rebels? Yes or no? I say yeah. And we really didn't talk about it last week. I think he's pretty spot on. You know, obviously he's older, got a beard and stuff, but yeah. I mean, they gave him the blue eyes and stuff like that too. So he's a pretty good. He had blue hair in the show. I thought he had black. I thought. Yeah, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, Ezra looks fine. Yeah, he doesn't whine as much in Rebels. Yeah.
Even though he made a stupid decision, I don't need lightsaber. I'm going to force karate it.
Right, so that was kind of one of the issues I had with this episode. Was I feel like it was Filoni trying to fix the sequels, you know, and by like, no, I'm past using a lightsaber. I was like, no, you're not. Shut up. You know, it was like, no one is. You know, it was like Yoda's 900 years old. He's the greatest Jedi ever. You know, he still had a lightsaber. What are you talking about? Shut up. You know, so, and I think that's what they're trying to do is like, oh, you can surpass using a lightsaber. Like that's how strong in the Force you are. You know, and I didn't quite get it, especially with Ezra. I was like, dude, you've been on a planet with training. No, yeah. You know, like, and you weren't even doing anything cool. You were just like, you know, it was like,
I can force push you.
Yeah. And then the second he gets force pushed, he freaking falls back like LeBron James, you know, getting a foul. You know, the dude like flew back, flipped over, landed into a damn thing. I was like, really? Like, you didn't think maybe I should learn not to get force push? Like, I can stop a lightsaber, but I can't stop force push. You know.
I mean, Shin came out and just went like, ugh, and threw him. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. So, you know, there was like stuff I'm like, oh, so you're not as badass you thought you were. Okay, you know. But he did stop the saber. That was kind of cool. I don't hate it a lot. Other people are hating on it. I'm like, that's not horrible. I mean, Ahsoka was able to like make you deactivate a lightsaber in Rebels. You know, like that's awesome. So yeah, stuff like that I didn't mind. But yeah, him doing that as like doing a Luke Skywalker, you know, with like kind of if he would have grabbed it and thrown it over his shoulder,
exactly.
Holy shit! I mean, people would have lost their damn minds. It would have been kind of funny though. But he basically did the same thing. But yeah, like Thrawn, like what you said, you know, all the same stuff. So I don't want to like rehash that, but same thing. He's not quite doing it for me. He doesn't seem like the smartest man in the room.
Exactly.
You know, like you said,
he's supposed to be 3 steps ahead, and he seems like he's just trying to run.
Yeah. He's trying to just stall for time, and then like, all right, I'm out. You know, which I guess is a smart move to do, but at the same time, it's like you have an army. They have
4 of them
people. You know, yeah. You know, so. Well, here, spoilers. Well, I guess I forgot Kanan died in Rebels. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, his death was so
Hurt.
so awesome,
hurt.
and it hurt. It was great for the story. It was super sad. But here's one thing I liked and I didn't like at the same time, because it was badass, but also proves my point on that episode, the other episode being a filler. That fight between Baylan and Ahsoka, awesome, super awesome. Every time they fight, I love their fights. She's supposed to become this fully fledged new Jedi master, whatever. Baylan handled her like it was like, what are you talking about? Like,
he didn't handle her this one. He's like he
handled her.
This one. No, he didn't handle her. No, he just he couldn't defeat her, and she couldn't defeat him. What always says is that Baylan is a badass with a lightsaber. That's what he's very strong in the thing. But he didn't. He handled her. No, he didn't even try. Everything he did to her, she did to him. Like it was the same type of stuff. Like she had the same stuff. She hit him, he hit her. Like it was like, but it was even Filoni. It was in one of the things that said that he was just trying to do it to a standstill so you understand how good Baylan's skull really is.
Yeah.
It was just, and that's why I saw it's a standstill. He wasn't going to beat her, and she wasn't going to beat him. And that's just how it was.
I think he handled it. I watched it again, and I watched that fight specifically. He didn't put in as much effort as he did the first time when he pushed her off the cliff.
But even then, he only pushed her off the cliff
because he even says it in that fight. He goes, hurt. I don't need to beat you. I just need to stall you. And that's what he said. He goes, I don't need to beat you. I don't care about beating you. I got other shit I gotta go do anyway. But I don't have to beat you. I just gotta stall you, so my apprentice can go and do her thing, And then she knew that, so she took off, and because she knew.
Yeah, but she said no. She said, "I don't have time for you." From the beginning too, she's like, "I don't have time for you. I'm not saying it." And I'm just glad because what could have happened was Ahsoka killed him in 3 seconds.
Yeah,
that could have happened, and they didn't because they wanted to give you a different feel. Understand that they're still there, and he's going to see Ahsoka again. He's going to see her one more time. And that's what it is. And I think that's where it's going to get to.
I'm curious if they are going to see each other again. I don't think they are. I think they're done. I think he's going on and doing what he needs to do.
And he's going to die. And I think Ahsoka's going to kill him to stop what he was doing. Because Thrawn's going to leave.
You know who I can almost guarantee who's going to die. I feel it. They've been saying it too many times. Ezra. I can't wait to go home. Oh man, when are we going home? Oh, we're going home now, right? It's like, no, you ain't going anywhere, motherfucker.
They're not. I don't think they're going to go home.
I don't think he's going home. He's gonna die.
I don't think he's gonna die. I don't think he's gonna die, but
I think Baylan might kill him.
I think Shin might actually join them and throw a triangle into it.
Possibly.
And that's why I don't think he's gonna die. Because I think Shin's going that love triangle thing always conquers all. They do that way more often than anything else.
Yeah, they just when a character keeps saying "I want to go home," as much as Ezra's been saying it,
it's a death sentence.
Thrawn's been saying it too.
Yeah,
is Thrawn going to go get killed?
I don't care if Thrawn dies or not.
But he's not going to die.
He's not. He might. But I really don't care if he does or not.
Thrawn's not going to die. I mean, it's not going to happen.
So, but and then we got Ken in the house. What's up?
What's up, Ken?
Said I agree that Shin will become Anakin. That will become Ahsoka's apprentice. That would be kind of interesting.
I see that, and I actually agree with says Huyang is going to die too. Sacrifice himself. Huyang. Because he keeps saying like he's flying and doing stuff that they're so much better together and all that stuff. He's going to sacrifice himself to make sure that they go back together.
That would be interesting.
I can see all that.
Although out of everyone, I would want him to live because he has the stories and the knowledge.
Yeah, but that's why he's going to die. That's exactly the reason.
But also the people that say, "Oh my God, I'm going to die this time," they never die. The people that are like, "I'm good. Like, let's just go home." They're the ones that usually die. And Filoni, I love him. He's great. He's not this groundbreaking storyteller. You know, he
That's
follows
why
tropes. He
he's
follows
not-
storylines.
That's why I don't think he's gonna kill Ezra.
I mean, you know,
Like,
that's
Lang-
why. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see him trying to sacrifice himself to protect Ahsoka, you know, or Sabine.
Sabine.
Or Sabine.
I think specifically Sabine.
Yeah, I can see that. But oh yeah, we're gonna answer predictions in a little bit. But the my main thing that bothered me was this is the second to last episode, and it left way too many loose ends.
Yep.
Way too many loose ends, which gets me really, really afraid that the next episode, not that it might not be good, I think it's going to be a really good episode. And knowing that a movie's coming, I don't think this is going to end.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to be, you know, a Fast X type of thing, and the good guys are going to lose, and it's going to set up the movie, you know, and then that's when, you know, everything happens, you know. I think this show might be the beginning of the setting up for the movie stuff, you know, because then we still got Mando, I think is going to be in the movie as well. So I think we're going to get Mando season 4 is probably going to set up the movie. Or
it's cool that because they talked about Mando season 3 finally in this show.
Yeah, and about the War of Mandalore.
Yeah, so we know where it falls in now.
Yeah, and that was like fairly recent too, because didn't they say like it just happened or something like that?
Yeah.
So
what about last month when this happened?
Yeah.
So this is actually happening concurrently.
Yeah. So they're like right there next to each other. So that'll be interesting. Season 2. I don't know. They're talking about it, but it's not confirmed. Nothing confirmed yet.
Yeah, but I think it's the movie.
The movie is the big play.
Yeah. The movie will essentially be season 2.
Pretty much. And it needs to be, because Filoni needs to prove that he understands how to tell a Star Wars story, and he does it really well. Obviously he's really great in animation, but he needs to get to that next step, which is movies, you know. And you know, if all of our theories and passion for him to become the dude, he has to make a movie. You know what I mean? Because at this point, without a movie under his belt, Lucasfilm can't make him. It'll be so hard to make him the leader of that studio if he's never made a movie. So he has to make a movie, and it has to be pretty good, which I think it would be.
As in The Last Dragon, he has to be able to become the master and feel the glow. Once he gets the glow, and obviously I feel he's the master, he gets the golden glow, then he'll be okay. Then he can run all the studio.
So Catherine Kennedy showing up.
He's like showing up. Exactly.
The red glow.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That is what Catherine Kennedy does when she comes in into a business meeting and kicks on the door.
So who's the master? Yeah. You say Catherine Kennedy.
Yeah. All the little minions around her. Pablo Hidalgo's in the corner. Yes.
But I was like, no, I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it.
He's the guy sitting in the corner with his hat on, with the eating the popcorn, just laughing. Just like, just laughing at him.
Oh man,
that's funny. I can tell somebody just watched The Last Dragon. Brian,
I've not seen The Last Dragon in a whole month, but I've always just watched The Last Dragon.
So there's some of mine, but let's get into some of these comments real quick. Where did I leave off? Damn, y'all leaving a bunch of comments about this one.
He said,
I go way back up.
5 minutes said, I hope they just leave Sabine on the planet.
Just leave her. Oh yeah, so movie time minute. He's never seen Rebels, and Sabine's such a badass, and I hate what they're doing with her. And part of me agrees with it. It's like, no, you stay here until you remember how to be yourself again. Like, I don't want you back. I want Mandalorian badass Sabine. I don't want this shit. So Putin's Cat said Ahsoka was great. I agree. I had a lot of fun with it. I love how Ezra was like, I got the Force, baby. I don't need no sword. Yeah.
I didn't like
it. Yeah. My eyes rolled and I'm like, oh, Luke Skywalker. You know, where's the blue titty milk? I was honestly unsure about the actor for Ezra when he showed up in episode 6, but episode 7 sold me on his performance. It really did. I thought he had the look, and I thought he had the
exactly
vibes.
like Ezra. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah. Sabers. I don't need
Stinking
sabers.
sabers.
Yeah. I like how like Sabine's like, "Hey, take this." He's like, "I don't want it," and she's like, "What?" He's like, "Well, I'll keep that shit." What are you talking about?
But then he picks up a gun. I was like,
Yeah.
so what?
Yeah, he's like, "Okay, it might be getting a little too much right now." So, well, they thought they were. Oh no, that was because she said, "Here's the sabers" when the troopers were landing and coming in, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, Ezra definitely has been training, which is that's like stuff I kind of want to know. Like, has he? Because he was never that like disciplined
but
enough.
was he? But was he with a peaceful place, and that's why he didn't want to have the lightsaber? That's what I thought. Like, because these guys are so peaceful, that's what he's been practicing all this time. That he didn't want to put violence out into the world, and that's why it was just force pushing people.
That's interesting. That would be a pretty, because he did say it a few times that these are peaceful people or whatever.
Yeah.
Creatures. The little Mario brother turtle shell guys.
You hit them and then you knock them out, and they go around the whole 2D thing. You better jump.
Yeah. And then Pooh said that the rat horse hiding behind the Naughty in the door.
Yeah. That was he. He was like,
yeah, he just stuck his head out. He's like, and then went back.
He looked just like my dog. If something's in trouble, he's like, hey, there's something outside. He's like, you need to go check it out. You the dog. He's like, yeah, you the human.
That's my dog did that today. Like, usually he runs outside. Like, I'm chasing those rabbits. He peeked out and he wouldn't go out. I'm like, what the hell? I went back and I saw a freaking like a possum like running in the back. I was like,
he was like, yep, not me.
Yeah. Like, he sensed it.
Use the force.
Say Anthony needs a check. Forgot what that one. Wrong one. I saw C-3PO on it, so yeah, they did a poster, which kind of sucks because like, so Toxic, you haven't seen it, I'm sorry for spoiling it, but yeah, they put a poster out with C-3PO on it. I was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, I get it, you want to promote it, but also it's episode 7. What are you going to promote? Like, so I was like, don't ruin it for the people that still want to watch it. And then Mon's supposed to be 58 now.
Chancellor.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to like remember her in the episode. She looked about 58. I'll give it that. Right? Yeah, Chopper's a G. Chopper is awesome. I went up following like the Chopper. There's a Twitter account that it pretends to be Chopper. So he always talks to himself or refers to himself as Chopper and stuff like that. And it's an awesome account on Twitter. But he said Sabine has been through a lot, though. She has.
Yeah, but by her own whatever. I mean, everyone's been through a lot. Ahsoka. Yeah. I mean, Thrawn. Ezra's been on the planet by himself for 10 years. Hera's lost the love,
got knocked up and then got raised something by herself. And be a general.
Exactly. Come on. Yeah. And be a woman general that that wasn't getting the respect that she deserved.
Yeah.
Like, come on, everyone had something they were dealing with.
Yeah. That's why I really want to see Sabine go back with the Mandalorians. That's where she belongs, So he didn't reveal all his plans yet. Just wait for our Thrawn.
He said his plans. The end of the episode is like, yeah, we're gonna leave.
Yeah.
That was his grand scheme. We're gonna waste time, and then we're gonna go leave.
Yeah. Because if that's the case, then why'd you pull back the troopers?
Yeah.
Just like sacrifice those 2 ships and waste as much time as possible. Also, I was watching Den of Nerds, and it was talking about his live show today, and he brought up a really good point, and I didn't think about it. The ship and the tower, they're doing the thing right now. The ship is a freaking, a ship. It is a spaceship. It is a giant. I forgot what a battle cruiser. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
It is big. How far did Sabine go where that's out of vision? That's a big big thing. I live in a suburb of Chicago. I can still see the Sears Tower from where I'm at. And that's like a while away. You know what I mean? So it's like, how far? And I'm about like an hour-ish away from the Sears Tower.
I'm an hour-ish away, and I can't see the Sears Tower where I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because I'm more directly in line with it.
Yeah,
where you're more off to the side. But it's also like this thing is like this giant spaceship thing that is literally like, a spaceship is floating above the tallest thing on that planet. It's like you can't see it, So it's like, how far do you need to be away from it? So I'm like, that's kind of a good point, So I'm kind of curious because then it's like if she'd gone that far, then she's got to come back somehow.
Yeah.
So like, good point. Yeah, he's definitely afraid of Ahsoka.
Yeah. Thrawn, for some reason, like knowing that she's connected to Anakin totally scares him.
Yeah, that was awesome. When he saw that, he's like, "Oh, his master's Anakin." She's like, well, "Okay, yeah."
He's like, "All right, let's just watch."
Yeah, we'll just push her way and not like, and that's what he's been doing. He's like, "Oh, let them go do stuff over there. Let them go as far away and keep them away out of our." Which I guess it's not that bad of a plan, but it just seems like for the smartest man, it's not a good plan. That's something like a normal person. That's what I would be like doing. It's like, hey, let's just push them as far as they can go, kill time, and then we'll just leave. I don't know. I just feel like he should do something more. I mean, he's got magic witches on his side. Yeah. I don't know. Ezra looks fine. Yeah. This isn't as much. Oh yeah, blue hair. Ezra did go with Maul though. Yeah, because he's a dumbass. And that's the thing too. He believes everything. Hopefully, I think he's a little bit smarter than when he was then, because then he was like a young teenager.
Just like he's like Sabine is right now.
Yeah,
he's everybody goes with Balin's code. Yeah.
But Ezra is not that strong. He thinks he is. Yeah.
But then that's what we see. Because as soon as Ahsoka gets down there, everything stops. They stop fighting. Everyone's like, "Oh," they're like,
"Yeah." That's why like Shin was like, starting to beat their ass, and then Ahsoka comes in and she's like, "Oh, now I gotta play with the big boys, with the people who know what they're doing."
I'm just gonna take 2 steps back.
And
then, look at the time here. It's time to hit the old dusty trail. Catch you later.
Yeah. That should be your first move. Push the saber button.
Yep.
Ezra isn't a regular Jedi though. I still think he has a lot of training to do. Hope he doesn't die. I don't know. I mean, it's never a good sign when 2 characters that you think are important don't show up until the very, very end. So,
well, I mean, no, he's gonna be in 3 episodes. Really think about it.
Yeah, does the last one count? I mean, he said like 2 lines. Episode 6.
Yes.
I mean, that's like does the Luke being in The Force Awakens. Does that count?
Yes.
He didn't say anything. Yeah, he literally did not say anything. He just showed up and gave that like evil Mark Hamill
great.
look.
All he had to do was not throw it over his shoulder.
Yeah. I forgot came to that. Ezra's main skill is talking with animals and opening
in temples.
Temples, yeah. Kanan had me tearing up too, man. That was when you connect with a character like that. What is this? Ahsoka is Qui-Gon Kanan now. She's like combining characters. Is that what it is? Would you say definitely Ahsoka is one of the best Disney Plus shows so far?
I would not. I will say it is the best Disney Plus show so far. Not one of
for Star Wars. For Star Wars?
Nope. I'm saying it's the best Disney Plus TV show. Period.
I think Loki's better.
I can't determine that. I think right now what we got from 1 through 5, Ahsoka's better, especially with Star Wars, and what we got from 4, 5, and 6 are the 3 best things I've seen. Period. On Disney Plus, by far.
They're good.
4, 5, 6 are amazing. So if they stick the landing too, is it done? You win.
Yeah.
But then again, I saw Secret Invasion, so.
Well, yeah.
Probably not my. It's kind of hard for me to say if it's my the best Disney Plus show just yet. It's not finished yet, and like you said, a lot of this kind of rides on the way they end things. I still really like the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian a lot.
I think that's the best. It's still better than The Mandalorian because what they did here, they fixed stuff and they let Filoni really give you a lot of stuff that you've been looking for forever. Filoni has fixed so many different things, and it gave us really good content.
Yeah, I'll say like Mandalorian was fun as a reintroduction to what Star Wars could be, and then Ahsoka is expanding the lore, like expanding the story. So that's how I would see it. But yeah, Mando is good, but Ahsoka is probably better. But when Mando first came out, people were kind of over Star Wars in general.
Yep.
They were just like, I'm done. And then like, oh yeah, are you? Baby Yoda. And people were like, oh my God. So I don't know if Ahsoka would exist without Mandalorian. One, for the popularity, 2, the character showed up in the show. So, yeah. But it's definitely the best Star Wars thing that we've got in a long time, just in general. So, see, I'm trying to, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to everyone's comic because there's so many. And then Kenny Sparks, he changed his name. So that's See For Yourself, formerly See For Yourself. So Ken said this was a good episode for Star Wars, a bad was that penultimate episode?
Penultimate episode. It's the episode before the last episode.
Yeah. So I agree with that. Great episode. And when you realize like, oh, there's one episode left, you're like, wait, what? But they didn't do this. And this.
It takes it from like I honestly, like, if I was grading this thing, I'll probably grade it like a B+. Like, man, this is a B+. And then you realize this the next to last one. No, you get lowered down to a B. It goes from like an 87 to an 82 because you lose 5% for not giving me something great. Like, if it was just a regular episode, it'll be 87.
Start tying up the smaller loose ends.
Yeah.
Because
instead of
now
giving us a huge or bigger loose ends.
Well, but that's not the problem. I think like if you give us the main loose end, the big story finale at the end, that's fine. But now we have to deal with that and all the little ones, so which gives it less time to do the main finale, because we have to worry about all these little things, like what's going on with Ezra, Sabine, how are they going to leave the planet, Balin, Shin. Like, there's just so many loose ends right now. Even more. This episode created another loose end with Shin and Balin, not being together. So it was like, so he created another loose end. It's like, damn it. But yeah. I said, I hope they used to be on the planet. Yeah. I wouldn't mind. Yeah. That would be funny though. Like, later. Somebody's got to stay here. Iger didn't shut down all the movie stuff.
Nope.
No.
Nope. It's still there. Still happening.
He just said it's not going to be as much. Same thing with Marvel. So, which I agree. We don't need to have this much stuff. Give us the good stories, and that's it. My understanding is that the movie is Filoni's Infinity War.
Yeah,
that's what I hear too. So, yeah, the sequence in Space Whales. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that with the graveyard. Where
it was so good and beautiful. And oh my God,
yeah,
the Purgles.
I completely forgot about that.
Fuck. So good.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, see, that's Thrawn. That's a Thrawn move. They're coming, so let's just like booby trap the entrance as they come in. It was like, that was such a Thrawn move, and I'm like, oh yeah, man. Like he knows, like it's gonna be trap after trap after trap, and it was just a trap, and then that was it. And then they get into the graveyard with all that stuff, like the space.
But the fact that the Purgles still, they just left. You're like, all right,
yeah,
Two Fingers out.
Yeah,
but even the way they did it was so cool, and you saw their tails and the way they kind of like went to light speed. It was very cool.
Yeah.
And when you watching it, I watched it the second time I watched it on a computer. I stopped it like multiple parts and just said, I wish I could just take a screenshot of this. It's so cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So he said Thrawn put up a triple-double in this episode.
It was a double-double, but it was a double-double.
Oh, he said Ando was pretty great. Episode 7+. The last 2 episodes? Was it 3 episodes? I mean, the actual part where anything actually happens?
I'm pretty sure it's episode 6 that it was really, really good.
Yeah.
That's the one, the heist?
No, the heist was before that.
Or the
heist
one
was
with
like 4.
this was 3 or 4, and then the one when they're like taking off in that ship, whatever.
Yeah, that was like
beautiful.
episode 3 or 4. Yeah, that one was cool. Started story same type as opening of episode 4. Yeah, but he had his own ship, and I don't think they it's the same ship as his own one as before. But he said Sears Tower is visible from 30 miles away from ground level.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of where I'm at. And I'm about right there. No, I know earlier said that. Don't forget 2 episodes of Boba Fett. Yeah, those are good.
No, it's only 2 episodes there. Okay.
It would take 201 million minds at a 1 mile distance to encircle the planet. Yeah, that's why I wonder if they just put it in that one spot because they knew like this is where they're coming from, so it's going to be here. So they just made like a little box area. It was like this is the killing zone. And Ken said it frustrates me that we still don't know what Baylan wants. It does, but it also that's the part that I'm the most interested in.
Yep,
that's the part I want. That's the part I was like, what is going on? Who is calling him? Like, I want to know who's calling him. Because like there's so many theories now. And it could be so much cool stuff. And then I remember when we talked about it, how you said it was the son. The son's dead. I remember. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was like, shit, he's dead. So it was like, I still like my Abeloth one, although that's not going to happen. That's going too deep.
No, you could do it, but
they could.
If you're going to do it, but they won't release her, they'll be like, she's like the source of all evil, the most powerful being, and they're going to stop Baylan right before he does it.
That'd be cool. But then she does come out because she's, that badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Baylan wants to save someone from Order 66, or does he want to blow it all up? I think he wants to blow it all up.
Yeah, I think he wants chaos. He wants to introduce chaos into the system. Instead of just being good versus evil, he just wants to introduce chaos.
Is it? I thought it was more the opposite of that. He's just like, because he wants to end the cycle.
Exactly.
Like, it's like
if it's always good, evil, good, evil, good, evil, it's always a cycle. And if you introduce the chaos into it, chaos magic and all that other stuff, you won't have good, evil. It's just shit happening. And then good and evil might have to come together in order to defeat the chaos.
See, I never thought about it like that. That is interesting. I always thought about it of like there is no good or evil anymore,
But
like,
it's chaos.
Just remove the good and the evil, and just like there's not going to be any more battles if you get rid of the 2 people that are causing all the fights. You know what I mean? Like that's what I took it as.
I thought he was. If you introduce chaos, both good and evil don't like that because there's no one in power. It's just shit happening all over the place.
Yeah.
So there's no winning. There's no losing. There's just stuff.
So I wonder if that's kind of like. So I wonder if he thinks he's going to get rid of good and evil. But then, like you said, something needs to happen, so chaos takes its place. So it's like you thought you did good, but instead you made things worse.
I think I believe she is the one who's going to create the chaos. That's all she is. She's not good. She's not necessarily evil. She's powerful and she's chaotic.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is like he wants to stop the Force, like just in general, like
I think he loves the Force too much to stop it.
I don't know, because the way he was talking about it at the end, he's like talking about like the story, the fairy tales. Like I thought he said it was all fake.
No, but he believes in it. Then he still believes in it.
No,
but he always believed in the Force because you wouldn't be able to use the Force if he didn't believe in it.
No, not the Force. It's just like where he's at now. He's like, this is like a fairy tale. This stuff that we're doing right now. When he was talking to Shin, he's like, this is fairy tale stuff. This is stuff that we never thought was real, and now it's real. So now it is. I wonder if his thing is like, oh shit, if this is real, I wonder if everything else that
I literally think someone's calling out to him and calling him in.
Oh yeah, he said that too. He's like, can't you see it or hear it or whatever he said?
He's following that no matter what, and he's gonna get there and they're gonna stop him. Because Thrawn's gonna leave and then they're gonna stop him, and then they're gonna be like, so what will we do now? And they're gonna get like a glimmer of hope, but we're not gonna find out what happens till the end.
Yeah,
of last episode to the movie. Honestly, they won't know what happened to the movie comes.
Yeah. So that's I don't know. That's the thing, because Abeloth would be super cool because she's a super cool character. But that's introducing such a big thing without
the major big bad for the movie. Then,
but I mean, you're introducing the biggest, baddest thing to ever be introduced that even Luke couldn't destroy. Luke, with the help of Sith Lords, couldn't even destroy. And now you're dealing with Ahsoka. It's like okay, and then Luke is kind of somewhere, but he's not in this galaxy.
Yeah, but that's why you can't stop it. Only thing you can do is stop Balin from releasing it.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. And I think that's why Shin maybe
is the one that kills him.
Yeah. Not kill. Oh my God, that would be crazy.
I think
I didn't even think about that.
Like he's doing like, no, I told you our past no longer do whatever. You need to go do what you do. And they find out how bad it is, and Ahsoka tells her how bad what he's doing is going to be. And Shin is the only one that stops him. And she does like a nebula, like you don't see it coming, but then all of a sudden she's on your side.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be. I like that. Putin's cat said, I hope it doesn't end like Star Trek 5.
I wanted to be like Star Trek 3. I just wanted to be screaming out names. Balin! That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
But I don't know. Anything else? Any predictions, Brandon? I know we already kind of said ours.
No.
Yeah, I know you're not big into predictions or anything.
I am not. I usually try to stray away from predictions, especially with shows like this. So
he said it's going to be a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Pretty much
right now.
I just want it all to be good. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna get a good episode, but I don't think it's gonna end, which is fine. I don't mind having some good cliffhanger stuff. We haven't had a good one in Star Wars in a while. And you gotta remember, like, Empire Strikes Back, it was like one of the best cliffhangers ever. And yeah, I mean, now we're getting like a lot of like,
Shin, I am your father.
Which, oh my God. No, that would be the opposite. Like, yeah, I know. It's like, like that would be funny.
So Mom told me like 5 years ago. Whatever.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no shit. We both have white hair. But yeah, I don't know. But Putin's cat said this. Balin taps into the evil in the planet core. Planet explodes. To be continued. Yeah, that's how it might end. Here's a few from Ken. Says Enoch kills Huang.
I can see that. That makes
Shin goes with the rebels. I could see that too. Helen McQuarrie is dead. No. And then Kenny said Thrawn wins.
I think he leaves them, but I think they have hope still.
Yeah. Does that count as a win if you just dip and like did you win? Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I left. Yeah,
I left them there. I was like, yeah, but it's not a win. But yeah. I don't know. I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
Because we get an invasion and we're in trouble.
Yep. Although I think the build up to this last episode was probably better than the Secret Invasion build up. But I'm still scared nonetheless. Just but we'll see. I think it's in good hands with Filoni. I mean, if there's anybody I want telling the story, it probably is him right now.
Definitely.
So there you go. Morgan dies.
Elspeth, I can see Morgan Elspeth die.
I can see it. I can see that too. I'm still thinking of my prediction. I think Ezra might die, and that's gonna piss off a lot of people if it does.
I don't think Filoni wants to piss off someone like that.
I was gonna say he usually doesn't like pissing people off, but he's done it before.
Especially because
there's a very long fight sequence that she trained for. Who's that? Diane Lee Inconsento? Who's that? Is that I'm not sure which actress is that one. Oh, is that the girl who plays Esbeth? What's her name?
I'll be surprised, actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She is the goddaughter of Bruce Lee.
Yep.
We talked about that in when she showed up in Ahsoka or in Mandalorian and fought Ahsoka.
And lost quickly.
Quickly enough. But she's a very fight that I just feel like she's not that big of a character in this season. That if like you throw a huge fight scene with her in it might be a little like wait, I don't care about you, lady. You did what you're supposed to do. You got us the Thrawn. Yeah. Morgan, she hasn't fought this season. Yeah. Does feel like a waste to have such a good fighter, stunt women and martial artists and just have her stand there the whole time.
Or like they find out that what Balin's still want to do is she goes out into the stop and she dies. Balin's about to do it and then he gets stabbed through the heart by Shin or something like that. And he looks like and it falls over into the abyss.
That's how it ends. They said Asajj Ventress shows up just somehow. She said she was in an interview. Maybe it means nothing. It could. I don't know. Oh man! All right, I'm talking about this one for a while.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else then?
Nope. Too tired. Same for Chaos Central on Sunday.
Yeah. Anything, Brandon?
I'd say that's about it. Until next week.
The finale. Cool. So yeah, that's what we think about it. We talked about it for about an hour. Leave a comment, let us know what you think about it if you're watching on the replay. If you're watching on live, appreciate all you guys hanging out with us in the live show. And if you want to be like all those people that showed up in the live and be part of the show, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and you too could be live with us. Also, we are going to be on Chaos Central on Sunday night, so make sure you go check them out. Chaos with a K, right? Yeah.
Chaos with a K. And I'm thinking about even simulcasting it so we can do it on our channel too.
Yeah, if they're cool with it, we'll probably do that. But yeah, check that out, and we'll definitely share the link and stuff like that when Sunday comes. But that's always a fun time. I haven't been able to make it the last couple weeks, but this week I'm coming back. I gotta come back. I can't let Brian like out there, you know.
As much as I can, I'm like, I got it. It's all right.
But cool. Appreciate everyone. Thank you guys. If you're watching live, stick around. We are gonna finish things up right now. So are you guys gonna double up and do Ahsoka and Loki? Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
which means
it's probably the whole show.
We have to do a lot. We'll have to jump into it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't be much hanging out in the comments. It'll be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. The last episode better be 90 minutes. I think it's like another like 45, 50.
Yep.
Yeah. Chip. But yeah, I think that's about it. I wanted to do a couple trailers, but I think we'd be all right. I know it's already like pretty late with us. Shit, that's all I got, man. Unless you guys you got anything else?
I'm too tired to think about
Yeah.
it.
I'm starting to feel a little drowsy.
Yeah, I am super exhausted. Hopefully I can get maybe an hour sleep before my son wakes up. Starts screaming. Oh my god. He wants his bottle and we're not giving him the bottle. So that's fun. It's like learn how to soothe a new way.
You learn how to not sleep. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. All right. Now y'all appreciate it. And also go check out Kenny Sparks. I'm assuming that's what he changed his channel to. So Ken, he does his breakdowns and stuff like that. And Movie Time Minute as well. Where is he? Movie Time Minute. Check them out, both of them. They're part of the Movie Tubers, which is an awesome group of guys over there. And they have their own shows, which is super cool. I know we missed a few other comments. Sorry, guys. There's a lot coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, Brandon Davis. I'm getting tired myself. Appreciate Brandon, you hanging in with us. But one last question. I did see this. I forgot about it. So Kyle did ask a question. He goes, question for y'all personally. Is it ever hard to have time to come together on same schedule and the motivation to stay consistent?
It's funny for me. I'm addicted to being consistent. I'm addicted to doing the same thing. Like once I start something, I have to continue to do it. Like I have a hard time to walk away from anything. So like
the Flash,
like everything, like Bones, I just keep on going. So like when we start doing this stuff, I'm the one person that'll probably be on every day of the week if I can. If my schedule allows it, I'll still do it. Just what it is. No matter what. Oh, Brian, you can take a break. I'm like, nah, it's no break.
Mm-hmm. Same.
It's just me.
Yeah.
No, it's the motivation to stay consistent isn't hard for me at all.
Yeah.
It's something I legitimately enjoy doing. As with anything, I like, I believe in the concept of routine and repetition. So no, it's not hard at all. And the just coming together on the same time just kind of works itself out.
Yep. Yeah. I do. Like when we first started the channel, before either of these guys were even part of it, when it was just me and one other guy, consistency was the problem. And then as we get more people, the consistency became easier because we could fill in for each other and stuff like that. But the three of us, I think the time more or less works. I think we moved it later because of me, because the last year has been complete chaos in my life, having a 1-year-old. So there's times I do miss, but when I miss it, you guys don't understand like how bothersome it does bother me that when I miss a show, and it's not just this, it's whether it missing a Chaos Central, thing on, and that's somebody else's channel, or like I can't commit to something because this past year has been it literally has been just so chaotic, and things are getting more regular, which is good. But then, like something like teach him to take away the bottle and then introduce more chaos, it was like,
at least I've been through it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like you're going through something that I've been through. I know exactly. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
You let me know, I got it. Don't worry about
yeah.
it.
Mm.
I'm
You
like,
know, so
go do what you got to do because you do so much. You guys don't know behind the scenes how much Tank does. You guys have no idea, and he's very consistent with doing all this stuff. And really, we just say thank you for doing as much as he does do. I just try to catch up whatever I can, whatever it is, just put the slack in.
Yeah. Which is like even for this show and for our football show too. The one thing is like I know I could miss when I need to, and the show will still go on, and it would be just as good if I was here, and stuff like that. So, the quality doesn't bother me. It's just I don't get to talk about the shit I want to talk about. Is what bothers me. It's like I like talking about this stuff, and for me that's the motivation. Is I get to nerd out and talk about this stuff. And I know Kyle is from Zacatec's channel. He's over there all the time, so we appreciate you coming in. And that was one thing Zacatec's had said was he liked movies and talking about movies, but none of your like friends really like talking about it. So you start forming a community online and finding like-minded people and stuff like that. So like me and Brian, I started off with talking about football, and then we're like, hey, you like comics? Oh shit, you like nerdy shit? Oh shit, like you like all this other stuff, and then it turned into what it became. And then Brandon was always in chat. I know Brandon and Brian knew each other, for years. So
I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wheel in the fish. I got
it. Yeah. So the motivation for at least for me is always there because I'm just a giant nerd. I'm a giant nerd, and I love talking about this nerdy stuff, and I've always been like that, to the point where my mom, I remember growing up, and my mom was like, how do you know this shit, but you can't learn like things in school? I was like, but I like these things, and that's the difference, and I'm like, I want to know all the stupid shit about Star Wars. Like, do I need to learn about why the Isosceles Triangle is what it is? I was like,
I need to know that too.
Well, you do.
I like to know everything. I still want to know everything. I'm a knowledge junkie. I can't help it. Like, something's in front of me, I want to know.
That is something that got to me more as I got older. Like once I learned school isn't something that. Once I started college, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what school is? Is this what learning is? Because you do it on your time and your own pace and on things you like, So but that's a whole nother, society, with schooling kind of thing. But my motivation is just being a nerd and like talking about nerd stuff with other people who enjoy talking about nerd stuff. So
it's the same thing I'll be doing anyway. I'll still be reading my comic books. I'll still be watching the TV shows. No, I just get to enjoy it with you guys.
Yeah. Instead of me like talking to Erica about all this shit who does not care as much as I do, like I get to actually talk to people, these three, or these two guys plus everyone in chat, and stuff like that. So it's like everyone is here and they all have the same kind of mentality, of we want to talk about this. So
my wife, I remember her grabbing my face. You ever seen the part of Remember the Titans when she's like, Cheryl, and she holds her by the face and says, I do not care. That was my wife. It's like, Brian, I go find someone who cares. It's not me.
Erica tells me that all the time, especially with football. With football. But even like right now, I got like I'm in a new card game, Lorcana. It's a Disney card game, and I'm going hardcore with it. And then I talk to Erica about it all the time, and she's like, I didn't want to know any of this information. He goes, but now I do. Thank you. Very like so yeah. So it's fun talking to people like this. But but coming together is I don't know if it's as hard. I really wish we can start a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But I know my schedule, I think Brand's schedule too, really can't, I'm
always here.
Brandon, but
I'm always here an hour earlier, just sitting here like waiting for an hour.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
to.
yeah. I used to be late.
Pre-baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that but no, you guys are making the right decisions. That's why I say like you're making the right decision, and that's I'm cool.
Yeah.
The thing I've learned and is that cheating myself out of sleep is the worst thing I could do. No more editing to 6 a.m. for me. It's just not wise. And they said,
I need to
I was
learn
not
that
expecting
lesson.
to find a community when I started my channel. Honestly, this is the best part of doing this now.
It is. It really is. You know, and that was like we weren't really getting big when we first started. You know, we were finding people who just kind of stumbled across us, which was awesome. You know, and then you know, like obviously Brandon Davis, you know, knows, you know, you guys, or you know, Brand. So you know, there was a lot of friends that were coming in and stuff like that who also like talking about the stuff. But I think once we went on Twitter and we started searching for like-minded people, then that's when everything started kind of coming along. And then when I started going on YouTube and finding other reviewers,
I think that's what it really was, finding other reviewers. And then
you know,
when we got hooked up with Chill, and then Chill had us on the 33 burning questions. And then when you have other creators and you hear listening to them and how you know, similar your ideas and or how different they are.
Yeah.
You could be doing the same thing, love the same stuff, and have so many different opinions and still be okay. I thought that was very cool, and that really helps a community. And I think that's huge in the community. Understand that you don't have to, you know, don't have to have the same opinions. We don't have the same opinions, but it's okay as long as you respect the opinion, and you can have a good basis from it. Hey, let's do it. Let's talk.
Yeah,
and that's the fun part, is having a conversation.
Yeah, because we all, I think, love the thing we talk about is just we all have different opinions and thoughts about it. So you know that I always thought where like even like with this last thing, you heard Balin say the thing and you thought one thing. I heard the same exact thing and thought a whole nother thing. You know, so it's like it's always fun for me to talk about stuff like that too. So, but even with like Zack Attacks, I remember like specifically finding channels that were small, you know, and channels that I can actually talk to, you know, because going on like I'm not, you know, all these bigger YouTubers, they're not gonna reply to my comment, you know. It's like, oh, you got 200 subscribers, like no, you're a nobody, you know. It's like, so like, you know, finding cult lords, finding, you know, Zack Attacks and stuff like that, and just going in the comments and hanging out, you know, help build the community, you know, and then everyone else just kind of falling in. You know, I remember, I think Kenny was, I think I saw him in Zack Attacks stuff, you know, and then he came over, you know, so yeah. But
college is about spending several years not doing well and discovering you have to go to the library. Learning how to study. It's probably the most important thing in the world.
Yeah. Learning to know how you study. Yeah.
Brandon Davis says, I don't even remember how I met Brandon.
Me neither, actually.
That's how you know it's a good friendship. It's that old. It's that old. Don't even matter.
Boonscat says, when channels get too big, I leave them.
Don't leave, man.
No, he's talking about this, but we're not even close. We're at 1103.
It could one day, man. That's my dream.
But we did get to 1100 by the end of September, like I said.
Well, yeah, I like putting out a lot of like silly memes. I love memes. I mean, both of you guys know because I always like post like in our group chat. I always post memes. But like I'll do some of the shorts, I like memes and stuff like that. So right now I'm like on a Star Wars meme kick. So if you go to our shorts section, you know, you see a lot of like goofy ones and stuff like that. There were some from The Witcher, and they tend to do pretty good for us. So
yeah, I got like 4 new subscribers today because I went to another comic book store because I just like traveling around. I tell them about stuff, and then they all subscribe right there.
Yeah.
Yep, Zack Attacks was the first friend I made here, but now you got a lot.
Yeah, and we've been slacking. I was thinking about this today. I was actually thinking about the channel a lot today for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I was like, I don't want to work my job. Can I do YouTube full time, please? Can I get paid? That's what started this whole like your rabbit hole. But it was like, man, we kind of been slacking with doing collabs and stuff. So hopefully in January or October it gets better. You know, but I don't know.
I don't know
I
what you
mean,
talking
we'll
about, man.
definitely do it.
I collab all the
I
time,
know you
man.
do. You're the face of the channel at this point, man.
I collab all the day,
You do.
every day.
You do. But I'm gonna like have you guys come on our channel.
Yes, that's what we. It's because we so much in chat. You guys are 100% that, you know, the other person. Like, it's really 4 of us. There's us 3 in chat, which is 4. You know.
Yeah.
That's it. You throw a party and brag about 100K. Yeah. Okay.
I wish.
That's what's time.
We'll brag about it, but we still, I don't know. I still like talking to like all these people in chat and stuff like that.
I like knowing you guys. That's so cool to me.
Especially like some of the OGs. Like there's like, if I see like, just say if we ever get that big, like there's always the names that you remember that helped you get there. You know, like whenever Derpy's in chat, I always try to show Derpy's.
Oh yeah.
You know, stuff. You
Yeah.
know? So yeah, my soundbar hasn't been working.
To Tank, why is SHV? What is SHV?
What is HV? Oh, is that from the post? I don't have them down here with me, so I'm gonna do a review with that. So it's a Spirit Halloween video. So it's kind of like a play on VHS. So it's a fake VHS box that you get from Spirit, you know, the Halloween place, and inside of it is like some goodies. But when you put it up, it's a cardboard videotape, and then you open that up, and then all the goodies are in there. So each one's a different like movie and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a bunch of shorts for that and do each movie and show off all the goodies inside, you know, for October, because they're all like Halloween movies. But yeah, I'm like, what? I threw me off. I'm like, what is SHV? But yeah.
So 100%. I have so many friends here now, man. It's wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys are popping off, man.
It's all right. I gotta go to sleep. That's what I was talking about. That 100%. That's that good sleep.
Yeah, good sleep. I need to take that advice.
L said, "Did I miss Star Wars talk?" L, how are you gonna miss everything? Come on.
Right at the end.
Supposed to be my favorite person. See, this is it. Thank you for jumping in though. That's so cool.
Yeah,
it's not even that late for you. It's like 10:15 for you.
I know, right? So I had a question. L, do you? I don't remember. Do you like horror films and stuff like that? If not, we gotta get you on and talk about some of our Halloween stuff.
With her stuff, I think she probably does like some horror stuff.
I assume so. Oh, that's why I need to reach out to too, is Cookie. I know Cookie's big into Halloween stuff.
Oh yeah, come on. So, the creator was really good. Excited for everyone to see it. Like, folks.
I'm excited to check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, but
yeah, L, yeah, definitely answer us. Let us know. Yo, she loves horror. She loves horror.
Okay, I'll message you on Instagram.
Yes, we'll talk about that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then I'll message L and Cookie. And see,
all right, see if they'll be the first ones we can get done.
Yeah. Well, shit! I've been so crazy shit. Like there's stuff happening tomorrow. I don't even think you guys know about. So
what?
My bad.
Oh boy, just let me know.
I'm having too many
conversations. Pops, so but it's all right.
I'm having too many conversations. I have conversations on Twitter, conversations on Instagram.
Hey, what you doing? I don't know. Want to go stream for 5 hours? Sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's get out of here. I know Brandon's tired. I'm tired. We're all tired. Get some sleep. Like Ken said, get some that good quality sleep. Although I'm probably gonna be up for another hour.
All right. And, with that said, we'll see you guys on Monday. Talking about the creator. We'll see you guys later.
Good night, everyone.